Tell me a little bit about what experience you have previously with law or DOJ, whether it's here within the city or other cities.
I will be completely honest with you. I don't have any prior experience.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Um, let's see here. Another question for you. So, within the law system itself, whether you're working for the prosecution's office or as a defense attorney, um, you know, serious things happen to some of those people that we serve, whether it's the suspects or the officers. People's emotions will run high, and there's a lot of things at stake. Whether it's putting a criminal behind bars or trying to make sure that justice is served appropriately, and we're not putting innocent people away. With that being said, tensions can get tight, emotions can run high, and people can get very upset about things. How would you best handle these situations?
Is there like an example?
Oh, yeah, sure. So let's say you're down in the cells, you're talking with the officers and a suspect, and the suspect gets very upset because they think that their rights have been violated. The officers are yelling, the suspect's yelling, everyone's arguing, and, just getting very upset and screaming at each other. How would you best handle that situation?
Well, I would try to calm. Well, not really calm down, but what's the word? Isolate the individual that is worried of their rights being infringed. Right. I would pick out which rights they think are being infringed and explain to them away from everybody else, so it's not as noisy. It's not panicky. Calmly explain to them their rights and how it's not being infringed, or if it in fact are being infringed, explain that, and then go back to the enforcement officers and try to explain to them as well.
All right. Let me see here. Make sure I've asked all my questions. Okay. I think the last question I have, it's more of a role play based scenario question. Um, I always leave it up to the person interviewing if they'd like to do a scenario based question as like role play where I'd be the suspect down in the cells versus just kind of answering the questions because I know everyone's not really into doing like a role play scenario. So, some people find it a little cringe or whatever it may be.
Right.
But yeah, so if you're okay with that, we can just do a little bit of a role play scenario.
Okay. Shoot.
All right. So the scenario involves the suspect being arrested. And they have been, the officer informs you that they have been arrested with 20 bags of cocaine on them. They have a scale and some baggies, and they were caught handing bags of cocaine off to people in the university district. Um, the suspect says that they're innocent. They weren't doing any drug deals. There was no reason for them to be arrested. And you're the prosecutor that's coming down to kind of talk with the cops about it, as the suspect is requesting a lawyer, but there's no one available. And I'll be the suspect.
All right. Sorry. Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name?
Uh, my name is Ashlyn.
Hassan. And what are these officers accusing you of?
They're saying I was like selling stuff, and then they just like arrested me, which is completely a violation of my rights. There's no fucking way they caught me doing shit. I didn't do anything. I don't understand what the fuck's going on here. They frisked me. They searched my pockets. My Miranda rights weren't read. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but I'm gonna sue.
Your Miranda rights aren't read? Oh, that's not good. So listen, they say they searched you and found 20 bags of cocaine with
Yeah,
with with
it's
obvious
personal use. Personal
person.
use.
Listen, man. Unless you're Charlie Sheen here, I don't think you're gonna be going through 20 bags of cocaine. On top of that, you really shouldn't be carrying around a scale with your cocaine. Does that
How
make
much?
sense?
How much am I supposed to know how much to snort unless I have I got a rash in my shit?
Maybe you should probably do that in private.
I don't know. I gotta have the cocaine on the go.
On the go, you 20 bags of cocaine on the go, man.
Yeah. I go through like
That's
50 a day.
crazy. That's crazy. Listen, I need your tolerance. All right, man. This. We cannot we cannot say you weren't trying to sell with that amount. First off,
Oh
it's a Schedule
shit.
Two drug.
I didn't sell shit. I
It's
wouldn't
illegal.
I
Listen,
wouldn't
it's
sell
illegal
my own
to
cocaine.
have. To even possess, it's illegal.
Says who?
Says the Bible. Well, not the Bible. The laws. It's a
No, no,
Schedule Two
no,
drug.
no. No, no, no.
Oh yeah,
Medical purposes.
yeah. What medical purposes involve cocaine?
Nosebleeds.
No. Those cause
No,
nosebleeds.
no, no. It's a vasoconstrictor. It can stop nosebleeds. You just put a little bit on your nose, boom, bang, done.
I've never heard that, but okay. But still, no way you need 20 bags to. If you
I
bleed
get
that
a
much,
lot
ma'am,
of
you're going to the
nosebleeds.
morgue.
I get a lot of those.
This. So this is what we can do. You're probably gonna get busted for possession with intent to sell. Not about that.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit, man.
Like,
That's bullshit.
there's nothing I can do about it. That's your own fault. You went out in public. You got stopped by the cops with all this
Yeah,
stuff in
for
your
no
possession.
reason. They had no reason to pull me over, man. This absolute bullshit. I am gonna sue the
You're
entirety of PD for a
you're
violation of my rights.
you're on university property. That's.
They can't just stop and frisk me because I'm walking around the university.
Did they catch you selling? Don't lie.
Nah, I
Were
don't
you doing
sell
the dap?
drugs.
Mm
I was
mm.
saying hi to my friends. I didn't sell shit.
Well, listen. I wish we had another copy so I could like talk to them. But yeah.
The cops are corrupt. They're
Are
all
they really?
bullshit. They're all
No,
bullshit.
no, they're not, ma'am.
Fuck the police.
You,
PDK.
ma'am. PD, you, ma'am, are probably gonna go to jail for possession and uh um intent to
No.
sell. Yeah.
No, no, no,
So
no.
listen, it's out of my hands. It was all in your hands. You took that fate. You got busted. You got searched. They obviously, I can't talk to them right now. They're not here. But they arrested you.
I'm a
You're
plead
sitting
not
in the
guilty. I'll
cell.
see you in court.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool. We can go to court.
I'm gonna
We
sue
can.
the PD for $1 million.
What? Well, all right. I mean, you can try. You can
PD is gonna
try.
be mine.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh no, we got this.
All right, all right. You cut me a deal. I'll plead not guilty if I get my 20 bags of cocaine back and I can snort them all right here.
I tell you what. I tell you. I
I'll
tell
just
you
snort
what.
them
If
all.
you could snort them all right here, I'll take you
Hell
to the
yeah.
hospital afterwards.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But
And sing.
you're still getting 10 minutes. No, 10 months.
All right, all right. Fantastic. All right. So that's the last question I had for you. What other questions do you have?
Um. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. So
Okay.
mainly about because I want to learn all the laws and the nitty gritty, the technicalities, all that. I want to learn it.
Hmm.
Where would I find that? Is there like a
So,
spot I can?
yeah, so that's a great question. So whenever we hire people onto the DOJ, if you're accepted, you'll always start off as a paralegal. We do a ton of training
Okay,
and you'll get access to things like the penal code and stuff like that so that you can learn about the laws of smile as well as the penal code that the PD enforce. Um,
perfect.
Once you get your training and you pass the like test that we do at the end of your training, then you can move on to whether it is a public defender, private attorney, or prosecution's office.
Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's what I was mainly curious about. 'Cause how would I study up? I
Hell
wanted to
yeah.
be more prepared for it.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. What other questions do you have?
I mean, that was the main one, really.
All right. Well, let me get your phone number. I got to put your application here. I have to score kind of your answers and put it through our algorithm that kind of gives us a score at the end. And if you pass the threshold of like the passing score, then we will contact you about kind of next steps in the employment.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Let me go ahead and walk you out because this building is kind of a maze.
Not gonna lie, I took a peek at it earlier.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's very beautiful.
It is. I can't imagine how much all this marble cost, but you know what?
Oh man.
That's why we're broke.
Or the hours it took, just the sheer man hours.
All right, so there's the front door for you. I'm gonna put the application through our system and give you a call once we know.
Perfect. You have a great day and thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
Yellow?
Hey, so your application has just been processed, and we would like to offer you a position as a paralegal within the DOJ if you're still interested.
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah, come on back inside. I'll get you all hired on.
Alrighty.
All right, right this way. I'll get you over to the onboarding computer. How are you doing on food and drink?
Pretty well, pretty well.
Good, good, good. All right, let me get you added on here. And then what I'll also have you do is you'll go into the emails and go to role request. Once you get there, you can type in, so like there's kind of like a template. You'll do name, role, and approved by. For name, just put your city name, and then role, you'll request paralegal and DOJ. And then for approved by, you can tag me and role manager.
Perfect.
While you do that, I'm just going to get your checklist set up. So just hang tight for 1 second.
Alright, sounds good.
Da, da, da.
All right.
And then, oh, we'll also do like comma DOJ. That way you get both the paralegal and the DOJ roles. I don't want them to miss the DOJ roles.
There we go. Fix it.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you. So the first thing we'll do, so I will upload your checklist shortly. Basically, what it involves is there's a few steps that are trained by us judges. We have how our kind of judicial DOJ branches laid out. We have kind of three separate arms.
Okay.
The first one is the judicial branch. So we have like our attorney general kind of oversees everything within the DOJ. We have our Chief
Mm-hmm.
Justice Abijah, who is the in charge of all of the judges. We have two senior judges, Judge Belmont and Judge Anderson, and then other judges, including myself. We also have court clerks, which we actually haven't filled any of those roles yet, but that would be another portion of the judicial branch that kind of oversees scheduling and making sure court cases are getting scheduled and stuff like that.
Got you.
The DA's office is the other branch. So Mr. Ricci is the DA himself, and so he kind of oversees everything within the DA's office and prosecution's office, all that good stuff. We have two ADAs, Miss Nala and Mr. Bowe, who will kind of be the assistant district attorneys. And then we have some prosecutors kind of underneath them as well. As far
Okay.
as the private attorney public defender's office, so the public defense, again, those are our attorneys that are utilized to represent people when they can't afford to pay for a private attorney,
Yep.
as a part of their Miranda rights and all that good stuff. And then we also have private attorneys. Some of them have kind of correlated to form firms or kind of work together on things, while others kind of practice law by themselves as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's kind of how everything is laid out. Um, let's see. Eventually, you will get.
Cassandra,
Oh, sorry. 1 second. Yes. Do you have a radio, by the way?
found wedding licenses.
I do not yet.
Like how to do those. Found name
All right,
changes
let's go
and
get you one.
obviously how to do those. Where on earth is expungement stuff?
Yeah. I can go over expungement stuff with you. I actually just hired on a new person, so I'm gonna do their tour real quick and grab a radio for him. But then I can kind of go over the expungements, and then I'll kind of test your knowledge on the marriage licenses and stuff like that, and we'll all kind of make sure we are up to date on everything together.
Cool, that sounds good. We're just heading to the pier a moment, and then I'll be free. So hopefully, should link up in terms of you doing your other bits.
Sounds good. Take your time. All right. So before we
Thank
get
you.
your radio, I'll give you a tour of everything. So the office we just left
Alrighty.
is the Chief Justice's office.
All right.
That's where we do all of our HR stuff. We have a lot of offices here, so it's okay if you get lost. This is Judge Anderson's office. So he does a lot of our penal codes and paperwork, logistical stuff. We have a conference room here in the middle. And this is really nice if you're having any big meetings or if you have clients with, lots of people who need to sit and meet together. If you're doing arbitrations between clients and other people.
Yep.
The only thing I like to warn people about is that window. The blinds do not work, so they stay open at all times. So just keep that in mind.
You may have peekers.
Yes. The room is soundproof, though. All the rooms within the DOJ, the walls are pretty thick, so you should not be able to hear anything on the other side. That office that we just passed, that's my office where we interviewed at.
Okay. Nice.
This office straight ahead, this is Judge Belmont's office. He is another one of our senior judges, and so he's just kind of parallel to the Chief Justice's office here. Very similar. Big and spacious. Sometimes the DA will hold meetings.
Big and spacious. Beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes the DA will hold meetings and stuff in here as well. You should also have keys, by the way. So at some point, we'll check your keys probably over at the other building.
Alrighty.
This back here is just a hallway, but it gives me a good time
Just a
to
hallway.
talk about emails and how the emails work. Once you get a access to kind of all the different roles, you'll see many more sections within the DOJ emails, including
All right.
documents and dockets and lawyer tickets and all of those good things.
Okay. Okay.
So the biggest thing as far as communication within the emails is we try to keep as much as we can in city if possible. So try to
Right.
utilize
Understandable.
try to utilize lawyer tickets and dockets and things like that. It's mainly for scheduling and helping coordinate a time to meet in city to discuss
Got you.
things. So, the other thing that we'll utilize it for is also paperwork. So making sure that we can pass back and forth documents that people can sign, because there's not really a good way to do that in the city.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, there shouldn't be too much back and forth, just mainly trying to coordinate between yourself and your clients, or if you work for the prosecution's team, with the prosecution's office and stuff like that. There will be a ton of documents that you'll get access to, whether it's templates for forms that could be submitted for judge's signature, but then also things like there's a little handbook that says DOJ for Dummies that you should read.
Okay. Perfect. Yes.
And then there is some things like the penal code. Sorry, excuse me 1 second.
You're good. Take your time.
Yes, there is a ticket labeling guide that's specific for the lawyer tickets. So if you ever do become in the private office and you have people requesting you, if you take over a ticket, there is a naming function that we use, and so you'll be able to kind of follow that guide.
Okay.
Dockets are specifically kind of ran by the judges, so only the judges will rename dockets. As far as case law, the DOJ, we do have a section of case law that we will uphold within the court. It is not all case laws applicable outside the city. It is just a short list of ones that we find applicable. And then through each court case that we have, we can expand upon our case law that is specific to the city of Smile. So you'll be able to kind of look through that as well, get familiar with what case laws will be provided in city. And that just kind of limits utilization of outside case laws, as there is an infinite number of case law that could be applied, and makes it difficult for people to prepare for. So we at least kind of narrowed it down to ones that we think are most applicable, and then everything else will just kind of be judged based on evidence and witness testimony in front of us. All right. Let me see if one of our role managers is around. I'll just see if they're available. All right. Sorry about that. Just had to make sure I got everything added there. So hopefully we'll be able to get your roles here pretty soon. But we'll just keep kind of doing the tour, and I know I'm throwing a ton of information at you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, so the biggest thing is I don't expect you to memorize everything right off the bat, especially because some of the stuff we're talking about you can't even see it. So it is
Right.
totally fine if you forget things. Just keep asking questions.
Yep.
If you can't
That's one
think,
thing I learned in life. Keep asking questions.
absolutely. We're never gonna fault you for asking questions, especially in the paralegal stage. We want
A
to make
wise
sure you're
man once
comfortable.
told me, don't be afraid to fuck up.
Good, good. So here is a just kind of office. We have a lot of hot desks within the DOJ as well.
available to represent a 95 at MRPD?
Unfortunately, we don't have any lawyers available currently.
10-4, just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. They're more than welcome to, plead not guilty and do the whole ankle monitor thing, and then request a lawyer in the DOJ emails if they'd like.
Of course, I'll make sure my officers explain that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So a lot of hot desks within the DOJ. So these offices aren't necessarily assigned yet.
Right.
So if you need an office to do paperwork, meet with clients, you absolutely can, as long as it's not actively being used. Just make sure you clean up after yourself. If you spill coffee, things
Oh,
like
yes,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah, don't want to leave trash and when people come to utilize them.
Leave it nicer than what you found it.
Yes, exactly. So this again, more offices. Sometimes you'll find locals just kind of waiting here to meet with lawyers.
Okay.
Kind of ignoring them.
I'm just around the corner.
Okay, no worries. We're still touring the admin building.
It's fine. I'm jogging, so I'm not as close as it sounds.
Up here we have more desks. So some of the offices are shared offices and some are private. So the two down there are more private. This one's a
Okay.
shared office, so we have a couple desks in here. So if you have someone that you're working
nice.
with, you can kind of utilize that space.
Very nice.
And then back here, again, more offices. Again, more. I think these are more shared offices. Sometimes I forget. Yeah, I think these ones are the multiple desks kind of hanging out here, but kind of chairs for clients to sit in, stuff like that too. We have these back doors here as well that are just a little bit closer to the parking garage, so feel free to use those instead of walking all the way around the front.
Yeah.
Especially when it's raining.
Oh, yeah, I hate it. Walking around in a wetsuit is not comfortable.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible. Here again, more offices. Again, we have a ton of offices, so there shouldn't be any shortage of finding a place.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, and they're all pretty soundproof, so you shouldn't be able to hear conversations on the other sides of the doors and stuff. Up those stairs is similar to the other office. It's going to be just another shared office space as well. Here we have our auditorium.
Ooh.
So our auditorium is where we'll hold main DOJ meetings. We will sometimes do like seminars and stuff here for training, and then people could also do weddings here as well.
Oh, yeah, this is comfy as hell.
Hell yeah. No, we
I
got a
might
lot of
sleep
good
here.
space. Honestly, sometimes I do as well.
I know where I'm taking my lunch breaks.
Hell yeah. Up here at the front, this gentleman here, he's here 24/7. He is very, since he stays here all the time, we let him be on his phone. He's not a talker.
Yeah.
Some people hear him yelling sometimes. I haven't experienced that. It would honestly startle me if he started yelling. But because he doesn't look up from his phone, you do have to stand on this side of the desk in order to talk with him. So sometimes people, get confused because they have to walk all the way around. But this is where you could get licenses, whether it's your own IDs, driver's license, or weapons license. Once they have taken the weapons course and have talked with the police about getting it updated in their MDT for a weapons license, they come here for a physical copy. The officers don't always explain it very well, and so people show up very confused and don't know where to go. So that's one thing that you can always help them with. It is $100 cash for the weapons license.
Gotcha. And I have to go do the class as well.
Yeah, and typically the class is $500. The weapons license on the PD side is $500, and then the physical card is $100. So it's like $1,100 total to get your weapons license.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah. This gentleman will also process the name change documents, which you may have seen there as kind of a grayed out option.
Oh, yep.
So here we also have a printer. The computer tills do not work, so just ignore those. They will eat your money.
Gotcha.
But the printer, you can take a peek at that, and if you look at it, you'll see there are a couple options. If you choose the business card function, there's a bunch of different options. You can make coupons, flyers, menus,
Oh,
documentation, business
nice.
cards. You can do books as well. Once you get access to the DOJ documents, you'll be able to see the court fees document, which goes over what we charge for things. We do charge for printing. DOJ is the only people in the city that can access the printer to
Okay.
use it, but we do have to charge for it. The minimum charge is going to be $25 for a business card, $50 for a flyer, and $100 per book.
Got you.
So that's the minimum, and you can also have charge people for like your services if you'd like as well. But that's kind of the
Yeah.
standard rate, and it's like for each item. But it gives them a physical copy. So, like for example, someone gave me this. I just give it back.
Oh, that's cool.
And so we can do a lot of fun stuff with this. One of the things that I encourage people to do is if they're doing like marriage certificates and things like that, you could offer to print a marriage certificate for them here in city that they could carry with them. Some people might like
Okay.
that as kind of like an option,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it gives you extra money.
Absolutely.
All
Little
right.
side hustle.
Yeah, no, exactly. If you want to offer your services to businesses for coupons, I don't think a lot of businesses know we can print coupons for them, and it's something that they could hand out at events, things like that, if they're wanting to do like a buy one get one or 10%
Oh,
off,
that's
or
cool.
yeah, and again, it's just going to them and saying, hey, this is something that we offer. I've mentioned it to a couple people, but I haven't done like a ton just because
Right.
I try
You
to
don't
leave
want to
that for
get
you
too
all.
overwhelmed. Yeah.
Yeah. And I try to leave it for like the attorneys and things like that. That way y'all can make money. That is one downside within
Absolutely.
the DOJ is there's no hourly pay.
Gotcha.
So as a paralegal, it can be hard to make money initially, but once you're promoted to an attorney, again, you charge for your services. So whether it is
Right.
things like printing or cell calls, always want to charge your client. Typically with cell calls, it's about $500 every time you show up to the cells.
Gotcha.
If you're a private attorney, you'll charge the client directly. If you're a prosecutor, you'll charge the DA's office. If you are a public defender, you'll also charge the DA's office. Make sure if you represent someone as a private attorney, you might want to charge them before you start talking with them. Just say like, hey, it's $500 now. I'll send you the invoice.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Because if they don't like the outcome, they might not try to pay you.
Yep.
As far as the payment system, if you open up your phone and go to the invoices app,
Okay.
when you click send invoice, there will be an option to send for the sender to hit send from law firm. We request that you send all your invoices through that. You get 80% back of everything that you send.
Okay.
And the reason why we do that is that 20% goes into the law firm fund, which basically funds things like jury trials, being able to pay paralegals, and
Gotcha.
offering like food for court cases or seminars or putting things on like that. So it is, the more we charge through the law firm, the more money we can use to help do more fun things within the
Got
DOJ.
you. Yep.
We literally broke the bank doing a jury trial last weekend, and I had to pay jurors out of my
sheesh.
pocket. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So yes, so that's why we try to do that. I will stipulate, judges do get hourly pay, so that's why I will always offer to buy people food and things like that, because I think you guys deserve to be fed.
Right. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, hey, without a job, it's hard to stay fed out here.
Exactly.
City's rough.
So all three of these offices here are all the same. They're all private offices, but kind of fancy. Feel free to utilize them.
Lovely.
If we have a trial going on, especially in the small courtroom, sometimes these will be used by the judges to deliberate, because the small courtroom does not have a deliberation room.
Okay.
This is the main lobby of the courthouse.
Sheesh.
There's another door right here that kind of goes out to the front with some side parking. If people park in the cul-de-sac and they're here for more than 20 minutes and leaving their car unattended, sometimes
Like
the cops
that taxi?
will impound. Yeah, sometimes the cops come by and impound it. So you just Just be warned.
Yeah, use the parking lot. Got it.
Use the parking lot, use the parking garage, use the side street parking legally. So this is our small courtroom. This is for bench trials, speedy trials, small claims court, things that should take about less than an hour to preside over.
Gotcha. Jeez.
And so here we have, the defense will always stand here on the left side of the courtroom. The prosecutor or plaintiff will stand over on that side. So this does change depending on what type of case it is. So if it is a criminal case, the prosecutor's team will always stand on the right side, and the criminal defender will always stand on this side. If it's a civil case, it all depends on who is on defense, right? So, for example, if you have a client that's coming to you to sue the PD for a civil suit, where do you think the DA's office would stand?
Right. Probably behind me, right?
Yeah, so the DA's office would act as defense. They're defending the PD against the civil suit, and you would be acting as a plaintiff. So the plaintiff would stand here, the DA's office would stand here representing the PD. So that's kind of where it just gets a little, complicated. Just always remember the defense will stand on this side. I always like to review that because sometimes people get confused, and I hate when new attorneys, stand on the wrong spot on their first court case, and
Gotcha. Yeah.
You'll notice that the microphone that you're standing by, it's picking you up right now. So you don't have to do anything. If you stand there, everyone in the courtroom can hear you. Sometimes even people on the street can hear you.
Karaoke?
Honestly, not a bad idea. If you're ever wondering if you're close enough to do it, if you try to change how loud you speak, you'll notice you can't fix that, and that's how you know that the microphone's picking you up. Yep. Just keep that in mind when you're trying to talk with clients. So if you're trying to have a private conversation and you're standing right here, even though it doesn't look like I'm being picked up on the mic, I am. So
gotcha.
You might want to walk a little farther away. Up here, this is the witness booth, and this is also an active microphone, so anyone standing here will be picked up. The judge's chambers box here also has a hidden microphone and a gavel that's only touched by the judges.
Who does it? Oh, that's so cool. Yes. It makes a sound. I love it.
Yeah. This one does not work. So sometimes there'll be a second judge standing there or a bailiff. This microphone doesn't pick anything up. This would be where the county clerk sits to take notes on the judicial process, or a bailiff could sit there. But if you look hard at the TV up top, you can notice a little menu. This is where you could upload evidence, videos, if someone has body cam, and things like that. So definitely you feel free to play with that. Get a little comfortable with it because it'll show to everyone in the courtroom.
That's fancy. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. As a judge, I will not put anything up there, so it is all up to the attorneys to make sure they know how to use it.
Gotcha.
And the last thing I always remind people is just try to keep this door locked if you're leaving. The last thing we want is to accidentally lock someone inside. So if you leave it unlocked and someone comes and locks it behind you, check to make sure your keys work.
What muscle would I be using?
Your E muscle.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, so we can head upstairs. So we can use either the stairs right to our left or the elevator. If you just go up to the second floor, it'll take you up to the main courtroom. So over here we have our waiting room. If we're doing a jury case, this is where we'll have the jurors meet up at. This is where we'll pull them to do interviews. We have a couple vending machines that are expensive, but they function in case you're starving.
Vending machines here in the city are pretty expensive.
And again, we have a courtroom, the main courtroom here. So this is where we would do jury trials, things with a lot of witnesses, things that might take a long time. This one has desks with seats because, again, it might take a while. The microphones work, so just kind of keep that in mind. If you're standing here talking, you'll get picked up on the microphone. So don't remember. Yeah, so even the ones here these ones work here as well. Sorry, I should eat something real quick. Oh gosh, this is so delicious. Jesus Christ. This is the jury deliberation room. So this is where they would deliberate on cases and stuff like that. And then
Gotcha.
back there is the judge's chambers. Again, all of this is soundproof, so no one in the courtroom can hear you, but this is where we would meet to deliberate and things like that.
Alright. Very snazzy.
The last place I'll show you is down here. This is where we have all of the cells. So we have our own cells in case we have bench trials. If we have a case with a lot of people who are currently being detained, this is where we would hold them during trial. If there are people who are being held in contempt of court, things like that, they could be brought down here. So we have 10 cell or 9 cells that people can be placed into.
Sheesh. Yeah, you know,
Absolutely. And then in here, this is where you can pick up your a tablet and a lawyer pass. The other thing you'll note here is there is a name change document as well. Currently, it's priced at $8,800.
Sheesh.
That price does fluctuate anywhere from $8,000 all the way up to $12,000.
Oh my gosh.
So when we are informing our clients how much we charge, we typically recommend charging an additional 50% as to whatever is on that document, and it changes every storm. Okay. Roughly the average is $10,000, but again, it fluctuates, and so we recommend estimating the price to be about $15,000. With the clause, it could be up to $18,000 to get a name change. And again, the reason behind the extra 50%, it's not because we're trying to gouge them. It's because when we do the invoice through the law firm, it costs, we only get 80% of that cash back.
Yep.
And I have charged someone less before and then physically not had enough money to pull the name change document, which is,
damn.
yeah.
Gotcha. That's not great.
A judge is the only one that should pull the name change document, but you all can see how much they cost to kind of inform your client. We ask that you don't charge them until they are ready to sign the document, because if you charge them and then fly out and don't come back in for a week, we have had problems where someone hasn't been able to get their name changed in over a month because they already paid and then didn't have the money to pay again.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yes, yes. Hey, Bill, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks, you.
Good. We're going to go field trip and get a radio. Do you want to come?
Hello.
Yeah, go on.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Tag along.
So that's the thing with the name change document. Typically what we'll do is you have to coordinate a time in the city to get the name change done.
Okay.
And so a judge has to be present. We will sign there's a PDF document in the DOJ emails that you'll fill out with the person's old name, new name, why they're changing it, whether it's for a marriage or something else. And so that is just so that we have a record. In city, we will coordinate a time to meet with them. The judge will pull the name change document and hand it to the client when they're ready to make the change, and they'll speak with the gentleman at the city hall little front desk area. Once they speak to him and update their name, their head will automatically pop. And so if they have a bad train ticket and they're trying to do it at prime time, you just got to counsel them accordingly.
Yeah.
And they might want to reschedule a time that's whether like easier to, take a train back in or do it at the end of their night when they're not planning on coming back in. So again, that's why it's important to wait to charge until we are physically doing the name change just to avoid anything. We can't just give them the document, unfortunately, because they could hand it to anyone else in the city and that person could change their name.
Oh.
So we have to watch them do it. We have to pull the document, hand it to them, and watch them do the name change. We
Perfect.
can't
Okay.
just let them do it whenever. And then that's just, again, just to make sure that we don't have people within the city randomly changing their name.
Right. Yeah.
Once they do change it, when they fly back in, it's automatically updated. It'll be updated in the MDT. Their records and everything transfer over.
Mm. The fee structure said
yeah.
15k, but it also said 15k in brackets item price plus 50% of that. So is
Yeah,
it 15k or is it the item price?
So 15K is typically average. The price,
Okay.
the name change document on average costs $10,000, but because import fees, export fees, every tsunami it changes. It can be as low as $8,000 or as high as $12,000. So
Okay.
if you quote someone 15K, but it happens to be $12,000 the day they do their
Yeah.
name change, it could end up costing a lot more. And the reason why we say charge 50% on top of whatever the document costs, it's not because we're trying to gouge them. It's because all invoices have to go through the law firm, and you'll only
Yeah.
get 80% back from whatever you charge them.
Yeah.
So if you charge them 10K, you're only going to get 8K back. And if the document costs 10K, we're kind of screwed and we can't pull the document.
Yeah. That makes
I have
sense.
learned from experience. And then the remaining is just kind of fees. The judges will take a small fee for processing everything, and then you all should get paid for the work that you do as well. So that's why we estimate, a good 50% on top. We'll get everyone a small paycheck for doing the work.
So to do a name change, they would open a lawyer request ticket. You would discuss a time in there to meet up in person and then do it. Obviously with the judge present, and that's it.
Yeah, so if you usually
Okay.
what we try to usually when people want to do a name change, if you submit the name change document, it will let the judges know someone wants to do a name change. Like if you get a request judge's signature.
Oh, okay.
And so if we're in city, we can coordinate it. We don't necessarily need a docket, but you are absolutely correct. The best way to get a hold of a judge to do anything like that and coordinate a time in city is going to be with a docket.
Okay.
That also
a
goes
ticket or a docket?
A docket.
Okay.
So yeah, so because let me just double check.
Judges can't see tickets, I don't think, can they?
So yeah, so the lawyer request ticket, that's a great way to coordinate a time between you and your client. And like I said, the judges are typically around enough that you can help coordinate a time with them in city, especially if it's like not prime time on the weekends. Like I'm usually try to be available. But between the lawyer request tickets are specifically between your client and you. Sometimes the judges will go in there just to make sure that everyone's being helped and no one's been forgotten about, but we aren't there to review what you guys are conversating about. Same with like the DA's office aren't supposed to look at the lawyer request tickets at all.
Okay.
The dockets, we can see all the dockets and stuff similar to what other attorneys and stuff can. But the dockets are used to really help coordinate a time to do trials, to do expungements, and other things like that, and pass back and forth documents that need signatures. All right, let's head back to the court place.
The court place.
Because that's the other thing. How do expungements work then? Because there isn't paperwork for that. You just you have to like do a docket and then the expungement's done in court for an expungement hearing, right?
Yeah, so the documentation for expungements is all on the judge's side. Typically what will happen is once you have a client who wants to do an expungement, you can discuss with your client. First, the things that you want to get is kind of, their information, and along with like when's the last time they were charged with a crime. Because if they tell you yesterday, it's very unlikely that they're going to get an expungement. If it's been a few weeks, then they might be able to qualify for an expungement. It just depends on what crimes they committed and how long it's been since they committed a crime. If it's nonviolent offenses, they're more likely to get an expungement with less time between convictions. Typically about 2 weeks is what we look at if it's a nonviolent crime. And that would make them eligible. If it is a violent crime, it's going to take a little bit longer for that to get approved. But again, a lot of it too also depends on why they want the expungement. What's their story, and all of that happens in the expungement hearing. The DA's office will also, they'll tell you whether or not they object.
Wee.
So sorry, I don't know why that's happening. But the DA's office may object to the expungement, and if they object, then that's where you have to argue your case. They'll argue their case in front of the judge. Again, the first thing to do is to kind of open a docket, subpoena the records, because that'll give you when the last time they were arrested, and you can talk with the DA's office, as far as like in city about what the crimes were and stuff like that. Because, as much as I'd say you could probably trust your client, they might be wrong. They may have forgot that they were arrested yesterday for something silly like reckless evading. And so making sure that you request their records is important, and that's where you could subpoena those if the DA's office isn't forthcoming.
Okay. And so if a non-violent crime is 2 weeks, is a violent crime 4 weeks?
Sometimes it really just depends on the situation. So if this person is a serial killer and has been convicted of terrorism, the DA's office may object to any form of expungement. That's not to say that they can't get an expungement. That just means that if the DA's office objects, it's going to be a little bit harder. And you're really going to have to make your case at the expungement hearing. If the DA's office doesn't object to an expungement, it is unlikely that the judges will deny it. Unless there is an egregious circumstance or something from the government comes down and says this person cannot get an expungement.
How can we help you?
It looks like there might be someone.
PD to Justin. We want a attorney down at the sales.
All right.
Just give me a second, because I'm about to die of no food.
Let's go down to PD.
Okay.
To the PD.
Hey Justin, can I bring a couple paralegals down to the PD and meet you?
No.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Grab some food real quick.
So I have a set of food and drink on me. If you want that, I'm happy to donate it. All right. I'm gonna speed over there, guys. Don't judge my driving. All right. Quick little rundown for you about cell calls.
I'm already at Rex's Diners at the quarry, having fun.
So Henry, go ahead and hop on radio channel 11.
Gotcha.
Once you turn your radio on, go to your settings and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and there's going to be a call sign, and you can just update that to paralegal.
So in terms of expungements, the way that I've seen it before is they obviously, as you say, the DA gets an opportunity to object.
Iris, how can we help you?
Hey, we have a 95 here that's asking for representation. Do we have any public defenders or just private attorneys?
Just private attorneys.
How much do you charge so I can let them know?
100.
Say that again, sorry?
700.
10-4, I'll let you know right now.
So the DA obviously gets an opportunity to object. Normally they've got to.
Justin, he said that's fine.
I'm used to seeing like a letter of intent
Come through the back.
from that person as to like why they want it.
I don't know if it was my ears or your voice box, but I don't know what you said.
And then usually they have to do like 3 letters of support from like reputable people, like business owners, police officers, members of DOJ, etc. Do they do that here as well, or not? So obviously the DA's not objected. They're all booked in. Do they need to do any of that, or is that not a thing?
So it's not always required. But again, it all depends. If your person that you're trying to get an expungement for has done a lot of violent crimes, and you there's the more supporting documents you have, the more likely they're going to get the expungement.
Right, okay.
Whatever you think will help your client's case, I encourage you to bring it in. We're happy to have it in court. All right, we're gonna go
Okay.
stand in the
Objection.
lobby.
Cool.
You guys want to get out of the car? Oh God, my head popped. Let's see if we can get back in. Dun, 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 dun. Can't stop. Ah, shit. Oh, there's my car. My apologies, my head popped.
Happens to the best of us. We're down here by the, I don't know, the cells. By the cells.
Alright, 10-4. If Justin is around, he'll be able to kind of do that cell call with you.
Did somebody just take our car?
A gentleman dressed in kind of like a G.I. Joe outfit. Yeah.
In the G.I. Joe outfit. Was he the one that
Yeah.
robotic suit and everything?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Give me a second here.
Uh,
Where's Tyrus? Is he on your radio?
he is. Did you need something from him?
Do you want to let him know that it's the guy that came here to report a stolen bike?
Hey, Tyrus.
Send it.
There is a gentleman who came here to report a stolen bike. He stole a police car and drove off. Just relaying the
Wonderful.
message.
Wonderful. Here at
He
PD.
said wonderful. I am at PD. He drove off somewhere.
Thank you.
I don't think we've met. What's your name?
My name's Cassandra Cole. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What was your name?
You a lawyer?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. My name's Knox. Knox Holloway. Nice to meet you.
Knox, nice to meet you.
Ah,
Damn,
sorry,
you're
sorry.
tall
I
all
just
the way to the
died real
heels.
quick.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey.
There is
The
again.
paralegals
Oh,
are downstairs.
You good, Justin?
It's
We
done,
waiting for
it's
you in
done,
the
it's
cells.
done. Hey, I'm gonna hand this to you real quick while I go down there because I don't have a car.
Sounds good. I'll go put it in my
What
car.
up?
Oh, come on, Tyrus.
Cassandra, EMS called earlier. They had Raj's attorney card that they wanted to give to us, so I need to give that
Oh,
to you at some point.
perfect.
So, not an attorney, paralegal.
Nope.
You work with the court though?
I do work for DOJ.
Are you a judge?
I sure am.
That's hot. Sorry, that's forward, but damn, good for you. I don't think I've ever met a
Put the back
female
gate for you,
judge in
Mr.
the
Justin.
city before.
Oh, well, first time for everything.
Hell yeah, good for you.
Hell yeah. So are you a cadet?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, nice. How long have you been with the force?
A week now, I think.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's been a week. It feels like it's been
Nice.
a week. I can't even. It's been such a busy week that I couldn't tell you if it's been a week.
It happens like that. The time flies. Next thing you know, it'll be a month.
No kidding. Did you want to be a judge?
Oh, I've always, had my interest in the law, whether it was from working with police versus, having an affiliation with the law, stuff like that. So, yeah, I was interested in being a judge and was able to get that position earlier this year.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You enjoy it?
Oh, yes. I do a lot of hiring and training of the new paralegals.
Ah, there you go.
Yep.
I know I met another judge the other day, gentleman.
Oh, is it Judge
I don't know, he
Anderson?
was.
Kyle
It might
Anderson?
be. I don't know how to ask this in a polite way, but I also don't mean it to be in a
Mr. Justin,
disrespectful
what's
way.
your ETA?
Is he the darker skinned individual?
No. We do have two other judges, Belmont and then Abijah, who is the Chief Justice.
That's probably Belmont.
Yeah.
I don't know. Speaking to him the other day at a small claims court, and he said that you guys get a lot of threats. I was like, damn.
Yes, it happens.
Hello, miss. What can I do for you?
I'm here at the request of Mr. Tyrus.
Mr. Tyrus? Okay. Sounds about right. You're replacing me, Tyrus?
Yeah, go ahead, just airdrop it. What do you mean I'm replacing you?
You know what I mean.
Wait, no, I actually don't. What do you mean?
I mean that I'm just giving you shit, dog.
Awesome, thank you. All right, fuck you, Knox. Thank you, Dallas.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Sorry.
You guys have a very interesting love language.
Yeah, it usually comes from me bullying him about how his girlfriend left and then stuff like that, yeah.
That's crazy.
Even though he was a superior, he is a superior officer. I mean, we're still, great buddies. I think, at least.
Oh, that's why you're still a cadet.
What do you mean?
I mean, talking to your superior officer that way, I mean.
Oh no, that's not it. I just have to wait till I have everything checked off to go on a
right.
solo cadet, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have to wait the time in order to take my test, and then once I pass the test, then I'm a solo cadet.
Sure.
Are you
Just keep
judging me
telling
right now?
yourself that.
Are you judging me right now?
I do not judge.
Well, you are a judge, so
Yeah.
you kind of, yeah. There's the irony in that, huh?
Yeah. I don't judge. Yeah.
I mean, it's your job to judge, ain't it?
You're not wrong.
Judge people's characters, so on and so forth.
I am a professional judge. That is what I do for a living.
Right.
Don't worry. I'm not judging you.
No, you were definitely judging me. Which is
Never,
crazy because you don't
never.
even know me. Like,
Hey, I don't know the people who show up to my courtroom either.
well, yeah, but I feel like we're on the same side of things. Sometimes we're not. So I won't say that we're on the same side.
I'm on the side of impartiality, my friend. I
That
don't
is
take
correct.
sides.
Well, I mean, I believe it's your duty to also uphold the law too, ain't it?
So you would think.
Not at a like advanced level like us, where we're putting our lives on the line and everything.
Oh yeah, I do not play cop.
I don't play cop either. I am a cop.
Yeah, no, Mr. Ricci was very upset because I did not chase after someone and shoot them down after I saw him get stabbed. I told him I am not a cop.
Fair point.
The guy left me alone, so I didn't feel the need to self-defense, and I felt bad because I didn't want to get stabbed. I was scared, so I just held the bullet wound for Mr. Ricci and made sure he didn't bleed out.
Right. I mean, I guess it's not really his position to get mad at you either, is it?
Yeah, he just said, "Well, you had a gun. You could have shot him." And I said, "I also could have gotten stabbed." So I decided
very true
to walk away and then come back and hold the wound.
You know what? Give me a second. Sorry. Is Tyrese on that radio still?
No, Travis Storm is, but no Tyrese.
Let's see, Bush. Is he on that radio? Hey, Big Frank. That gentleman who stole a police car sitting outside, is he code Reddit or what? He's driving away again. Never mind. Well, he has keys to it now. He hotwired it.
It's my cadet.
Jesus.
I am the cadet.
Mine.
I'm like negative. I did not. It's what's his face? What's the name of the guy on your radio again?
Travis Storm.
It's Travis's. It's the car that he was complaining about being stolen. What the fuck is? That's Tyrus's little girlfriend, and she's run. Okay.
Oh, hey, good lookings.
How's it
Where
going?
did she come from?
Can I
She
get
walked in the
a gun
door.
license?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Is that possible?
Do what now?
Can I get a gun license?
Huh?
Not up to me. I'm just a cadet. I can't do those.
Oh, what about you?
Yeah. She possibly could.
Let me do what? Girl, I can't hear you.
Gun license.
Gun license? If you have to do the class.
Oh, how do I do the class? Can you hear me
Get with
better?
ammunition. Yeah, get with ammunition, and ammunition will schedule a class with us.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
And then as soon as that class is scheduled, it's $500 to ammunition and $500 to us for the licensing.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's like an hour of our pay for a
Mm-hmm.
gun license.
It's also
Damn.
$100 for
Still.
the physical license,
True.
Mm-hmm.
and then the $2,000 it costs for a gun.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Knox.
Yes, ma'am.
You wanna ride around with me and help me get some shit done?
I mean, I guess.
It's kind of fun. You get to do something
Kind
kind
of
of
fun.
fun.
What are we
Mhm.
doing? Or can we not say that in front of the judge?
It's confidential.
Confidential. Also, like a super secret agent kind of thing.
I mean, I am a super secret agent, so yes, it's a super secret agent kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, give me a minute. I'm gonna think about a waterfall real quick, and then I'll
Hopefully
meet
there's
you.
no stones in it.
No stones today. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Being
What
on
do we?
top of.
Did he
Oh.
up you?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm
Scratch
just
that
chilling.
attorney. I just let him walk with
I'm
paying the
stuck,
fine.
guys.
Yeah, I have to cuff you to get you out of there. Don't sit there.
You can just carry me.
Hey, firm, I'll relay the
No,
information.
you can't. You
Thank
have
you.
to cuff and remove. The carry doesn't work
damn.
out of there.
Cool. I'm gonna wait over here then.
Yeah.
Think about waterfalls and shit. I'm gonna look them up on my phone and yeah.
Judge,
Yeah, what's up?
say if the criminal
Hey, Tyrus.
pleads guilty and then changes
Hey,
his
Knox,
plea.
if
What's
you are
going? How does that work?
Has he already pled guilty and served the time and fine?
So he's pled guilty to the 3 officers, and then he called for a lawyer.
Well, so it kind of depends as far as if he understood his Miranda rights or what before pleading guilty. But again, if he was read his Miranda rights and said he was guilty, that would be something they could use against him potentially in the courtroom. But he has every right to change his answer.
I understand, Miss Judge. I did fine him for his original charges when he did plead guilty, but I'm willing to just give him the difference because he did get charged with a higher fine, but he changed his plea, right? So now I guess we owe him a little bit of money. Does that make sense?
He pled not guilty first?
He pled guilty first, and I fined him, and then he pled not guilty. So he did get fined a certain amount of dollars. That's less than what his charges now with his attorneys. So I do owe him some money, I guess.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't know too much about how you guys process that stuff, but
I'll just give him the difference. Is that okay, Judge?
if it comes out on your end, I think so.
10-4.
Email etiquette, building tour, email etiquette, pocket.
Yeah, I think it's her.
Oh, this is Cassandra.
How's it going?
Are you Cassandra?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I was told to go meet you at the DOJ.
Oh, how can I help you?
Oh, so my friend Travis, he told me I should talk to you about being an attorney.
Oh, sure. Have you applied through the Smile emails?
I can do this. I applied for a different application, but he was telling me that you guys were looking for attorneys, and I told him I have a lot of experience. Maybe I can be fulfilling
Sir,
for
can
your
you
needs.
just stop? No, listen. Can we just stop stealing cars? Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna shoot this fucker's tire. Good luck
That's
driving.
Travis's car. He stole it from him.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, you'd have to fill out an application through the main City of Smile emails, and then we'll take it from there.
That will not take me long at all. I can go fulfill this right now.
Perfect.
Should I come see you afterwards or wait?
Once the application's reviewed, you'll get instructions, and then we can kind of go from there. I'll be around, so if once I review the application and everything, we can kind of go through next steps.
Okay, no problem.
Let me
I
get
just
your
feel like
phone number.
Okay, hey, stay out
I
here.
just feel like
Get
I'm
your
the
gun out.
best, and my potential needs to be unlocked.
I'm gonna hide.
All right. Do you have a clean record?
Yes, I had
Wonderful.
one trespassing, but it's a misdemeanor. Hopefully, you understand.
You're gonna have my number too, just in case you need anything.
Okay, I
Yeah,
sent you mine as
I
well.
would also like to be an attorney.
All right. Just make sure you fill out that application through the main City of Smile emails, and then we can kind of go from there.
No problem. Thank you so much, Cassandra.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be around.
I'll text you soon.
All right. Just let me know when you get it all complete.
I have a question, an attorney question.
Yeah, what's up?
If a cop runs me over, am I entitled to compensation?
That is more of an attorney-based question, but I mean, if you have a case, you could absolutely take it to court.
Sounds good. I'm gonna start doing I'll work on that email now, and I'll let you know when I'm done.
Sounds good. Yeah, and you can also, if you're looking to, looking for an attorney to represent you for anything, you can also join the DOJ emails and open a lawyer request and talk to an attorney that way as well. Try to coordinate a time.
This is the gentleman right here, Telly. He dropped the car off somewhere.
The guy in the
What information should I get from the officer if he does run me over?
At least who the officer is, so that you can know who you would be suing.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you,
Yeah,
Cassandra.
no problem. Of course, anytime.
Miss Judge.
Yes. How can I help?
You wouldn't mind if I grabbed your number, would you?
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Here you go.
Don't take this the wrong way, but maybe you can judge me over some dinner, huh?
Unfortunately, I'm always working and I'm married to the law.
Well, me too. Look forward to seeing you.
All right.
I'm persistent, so don't shut me down right away.
All right. You can
Hey, dude, I want to talk with you.
Yeah. So talk.
Yeah, what if I bring the car back?
If you bring the car back and park it right in one of these parking spots, I'll let you walk.
Are you gonna lie to me?
I'll let you walk. No, man. There's a judge right here. If I lie to you right now.
Okay.
I am actually surprised he did not hit my car there.
I'm halfway surprised you didn't hit me.
Yeah, honestly, I thought I was about to get kidnapped when they pulled up earlier. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, you're standing in front of a police station. That wouldn't be the smartest thing, would it? I wouldn't let that happen. Just saying.
Right. I feel like I'm at most risk here because everyone assumes I work for the police.
Right. All right, now to go fulfill my promise. All right, walk away. Please. So yeah, I'll call you later then.
Yep, you can always find me on the DOJ Services app.
Well, I just got your number, didn't I?
Oh, yep, you can always call me there too if you need any legal advice.
What's up, man?
How are you? Do you need any food?
You know what? I probably will. Yeah. Let me get a 3 and 3.
Okay. What's your name, brother?
Knox Holloway.
There you go, brother.
Appreciate it. You have a good one.
Will you make a little radio call, let them know that I'm here?
Yep.
If anybody needs anything.
Of course, yeah.
Hello, Miss Lady. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. You need any food?
Yeah, could I get a 5x5?
Yeah.
Yo, are you selling food?
I am. One moment.
There you go. Thank you
Perfect.
so
There you go.
much.
Yeah, no worries. You're welcome.
We're having a shift meeting soon if you want to come to the meeting.
You need food, brother?
Yeah, I'll just take
Yes,
a one by
please.
one.
What's your name, brother?
Ronan McKenna. I think we met yesterday, huh?
Yeah, it's MCK.
MCKENNA.
Yep, got it. Perfect. Thank you. Need food, brother?
Thank you.
Yes, please.
How many would you like?
Can I get a 2 for 2, please?
I got you. What's your name?
Corbin Shaw. I
Perfect. There you go, boss.
appreciate.
Yep. I'll be hanging out
You
for a
have-
minute, so if anyone else needs something.
Bet that. You have a good one.
All right, we'll do. How are you, Miss Judge? Hard at work today?
Ah, yes. Doing lots of training and hiring and a lot of hanging out.
What's it take to be a judge? Tell me about your day. I need to know. I'm interested a little bit in the law department. I don't know too
Oh, hell
much.
yeah. Yes. I mean,
I like to call myself the Google lawyer.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I know
mean,
how to look some shit up. That's for sure.
hell yeah. A lot of the training we do for like our attorneys and stuff is on the job. So even if you have little to no experience, there's always opportunity to grow and learn. Oh my God.
God, the mighty Buzz Lightyear is crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So I'm sorry, these officers are a little bit stupid. He wants to know if he has a court case off of this. So due to the fact of them not being able to do their job correctly, they find him wrong. They told him 9 different stories. I think that's him calling for you.
Oh. Apologies. DOJ, how can I help? Cool. Yeah, you spoke to Justin, didn't you? Let me just hang up a minute. The judge is just discussing it at the moment with Justin, and then I'll get you to call back. Is that all right? Can you? Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. Cassandra, do you want him to ring back now, or do you want him to like call back in like 5 minutes or something, just so you've got time to talk about it?
Yeah, how about why doesn't he just text the DOJ line and send us his number and then we can
He's in jail. He can't text.
shit.
I mean, you can text afterwards if that's what you want him to do.
But he can come
How
to
long
the
is the
courthouse if you want.
sentence? Yeah.
15 months.
Okay, yeah, have him come to the courthouse once he's out.
Okay.
And we can
Once
meet him
you're
there.
out, can you come to the courthouse? And then obviously we can discuss it in person. Is that easier? Yeah, cool. All right, so serve your time. Once you're done, just head over to the courthouse, like the flagpole outside in between the two buildings, and we'll meet you there. All right, no worries, dude. Take care.
I just don't know what he'd be.
There you go, done. Oh, thank you. I've got sick.
You're welcome.
I've caught some form of flu in the
Y'all have a
cells.
good day.
Oh, you got it from that
Take
cop,
care.
I bet.
Yeah, how the fuck do you
Thank
get
you,
flu?
too.
Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
That's cool.
It's not
Stay
cool.
away
I
from
don't
me.
want to
Stay
catch
away
that
from me.
cutie.
Stay away
Yeah, I
from
don't.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, get the way. No.
I need my gun bag.
Can I get some antibiotics?
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
it's in the car. It's in the
Where do I
car.
get this shit
Walk
from?
to the hospital, bro.
Hop in and check the levy.
Is that the thing? Am I gonna go and get like my flu
You
shot or some
gotta
shit?
go buy medication.
Stay away from me.
How much is the medication? I might not even have
That's
enough money for this fucking medication shit.
I think you need a cough syrup.
How much is cough syrup?
I don't know. I think you gotta
Fuck's
get it
sake.
from EMS.
Here, hop in.
Hop in and cover your mouth.
Don't cough on me.
Yeah, please cover
Fucking-
your mouth. I'm not trying to get sick.
Roll down his window.
Perfect.
Jesus.
Dude, I got a video of Tyrus being a good boy to EMS.
Jesus. So what was going on?
So the original charges were, what is it? They were possession of a Schedule 2 drug with intent. They can't get him with intent due to the fact
Lack of evidence.
lack of evidence. They had no pictures, no nothing. He was just in the area. That's it. He pled. Mind you, he also pled guilty way long ago, and then called for a lawyer. So that's also the confusing part.
Come on, Sicky.
And then
That's
I
wild,
get there, they hit him with possession of a Schedule 2 drug, and then every other charge. So the difference was 4,000, which he got paid back, and that was it. But he wants to know if he has a case due to the fact that they failed to charge him first.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
This guy needs cough medicine or something.
Yeah, where do I get my flu shot or like cough medicine?
Okay, one
Hold on,
second,
here,
one
Jeff.
second. I'm
Here you
gonna
go.
get
Wait,
you
wait.
some medicine, okay?
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
Has a
Thank you.
spit or something. Don't cough on me. I have very
There you
hard
go, brother.
thank you so
muscle
much.
reflexes
Yeah,
that
thank
might
you.
hurt you.
We should get hazard pay at this rate.
So as far as like, so there's a couple things I can't really tell you exactly how to
Alrighty, you
go
need the
about
cough
it,
medicine,
but
sir?
Yeah, please.
as far as like what the person would get compensated for if
don't-
they ended up charging
Yeah, no
him
problem, man.
correctly and giving him the appropriate
If you
fine
have
at
any
the
other
end of
symptoms,
it,
let me know, okay?
there's not really much you
Apparently
could
I took
do
the
as
wrong
far
type of
as
medicine.
compensation,
So,
right?
yeah,
The
I don't feel
officers
much better.
He wouldn't get
corrected
much
it.
out of it.
Yeah,
License mistake
and it was in good faith they attempted to
wrong again.
remedy the situation as soon as there was
Yeah,
an
I don't know
issue.
what's wrong with me.
So again, each judge is a little bit different, but it would be hard for me to see an egregious. Yeah, I just don't know what I would be able to say would be worth that when and there was one of the cases I did do before, there was someone who was imprisoned at the like penitentiary for an extra 100 and something months, and they had tried every which way to contact the officers to let him out, and the officers didn't do anything for over 100 months, and it took an attorney calling the PD.
Jesus.
And so in that case, there was the person being wrongfully imprisoned had tried everything possible to
Have a good day.
get out and inform police that something was wrong, and the officers didn't respond appropriately. And so it was deemed at that point that there was compensation
I gotta
deserved.
go in my head real quick. I'm gonna get in the car.
Oh yeah, we can head back. Did you get your flu shot? You're
Yeah,
better?
yeah.
Thank
yeah.
God.
I had a whole host of medicines. I'm better for the
Jesus.
next 6 months.
Hell yeah.
You got your AIDS, HIV shots and shit.
Nah, I didn't get that one. God damn it! I'll have to go back tomorrow.
Hey, why you calling me?
That might be that guy. Do you want me to? Well, I don't know. Actually, I think it might be someone else. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
DOJ, how can we help?
Don't fucking rev my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of head popped. So yeah, where is it?
No, that's fine. Is this at the prison?
Oh.
Is this regarding, or is this a cell rep, or what's the
Hey,
situation?
Judge. Can
Yep.
you go? Can you go to the highway?
Yeah.
I head popped my car.
Was this about the fee that was wrong, and they refunded the difference? All right. Are we still wanting the guy with the incorrect fee to come to City Hall after he's served
have
his
him
time,
call
or-
back. Have him call back again.
Yeah. If you could call back again on your phone in like 5 seconds, that'd be great,
yeah.
and we'll get Justin to answer. Okay. Sweet. No, easy. Thank you. Basically, they gave him his phone back, so it doesn't cost him to like call.
That's right there on the side of the road.
That's him.
Hello.
Shit, look at this thing. Is that
Oh
your
my
car?
God. You okay?
So yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Wild.
Jesus. The hard part, so for example, if this was to come to court, I would not be able to preside over this.
Yeah.
Because I've been conflicted now. And I know too much from one side. And I try my best to, when people have questions like this, because I don't want someone to go through all the work to open up a docket just to have this be dismissed because it wasn't worth it in the first place. But again, if you have an angle that you want to play, no one is going to stop you from trying to open up a court case and take it to court. Even if it is over something minuscule. I know there was a docket where someone was awarded $250.
Yeah.
It's absolutely reasonable, and something that we
Okay.
can, we don't want to limit anyone's potential to, go to court and do
Yeah.
things, because that's kind of where we thrive. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good though, because like where I came from before, it was in that situation, he would have had to say no, I don't want the difference because I want to take it to court. Because the second he accepts a out of court settlement, like an unofficial one, it's then closed. Because obviously,
Yeah.
like they obviously knew they did something wrong, and they offered to remedy the situation there and then, which he obviously accepted and took the 4K. If he
Yeah,
had said no, like I will get more in court, I want to take it to court instead of like you making it right here, then obviously you could have done it that way. If he didn't have representation and was charged incorrectly, then obviously he could have then taken it to court that way instead. But no, it's as you say, even if it is something minuscule, such as like, they did an administration error and charged you incorrectly. Yes, they made you whole, so we're not going to give you as big of a payout, but we're going to acknowledge the fact that it happened by awarding you like 250 or whatever. That's quite cool. I like that. That's that's a more interesting way of doing it.
If he had, denied the payment, oh, he's still in his hand.
Do you want me to carry him?
Yeah, if you can, that'd be great.
You're going back to the courthouse, right, Judge?
Yes, I am.
Hang on.
Yeah, I couldn't. For some reason, I cannot carry. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Cassandra? It's Pierre Bagabiche.
How's it going?
I'm doing well. I just want to let you know I did the application. I hope you like my answers, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Wonderful, wonderful. We will be in touch.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. You have a
Really wanted
delighted
to
day.
fight it. I was like,
Thank you,
there's
too.
no point to fighting because that's just a waste of your money for my time.
Yeah, I don't think I'm having much more luck than you were.
That's okay. He'll be okay here. Hopefully.
Yeah, I can't yeah. I tried a few different things and I just couldn't quite get the right leverage on him.
Yeah, and the biggest thing too is remember, your fees for working with the client. There's also court fees. It's $1,250. If they lose the court case, they have to pay it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if it was a mischarge of $4,000, at the end of the day, there might not be any additional compensation other than the $4,000 that was mischarged. Again, each judge is a little bit different. If there's something that can be argued in court that has a rationale for needing more reimbursement, then sure. But at the end of the day, a lot of it is just
there he is.
We're trying to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. We tried to pick you up and drag you with us, but it did not let us.
That's all right.
So, obviously, each side has to pay 1,250, right? So let's say me and Henry go to court because I don't know, Justin was rude. He was unprofessional or something. So we want like a payout of like $50. If I win. Well, actually, a bad example. Let's say Henry was rude, and I want $50. If I win, does Henry have to pay my court fees, or do we both still pay our own court fees?
Typically, the person who loses the court fee will end up paying the court fees in that situation. Yeah, and
okay, cool.
And unless that's stipulated kind of in the decision making, which at that point, it may be something that y'all come to terms with when you guys do like an arbitration or something like that as well. Like part of the arbitration is one party pays all of the fees.
Yeah. But an arbitration in its basic form would be a mutual paying of the fees. But obviously, like, you could stipulate that one side would pay the others.
Yeah. No, it's
okay. But obviously, for an actual court case, it would be the winner has their court fees paid by the other person.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So he takes that to court, loses because the judge feels that he was made whole because he was offered 4K to make the difference and he accepted it, he would then pay the state's court fees.
It depends. So if it was like deemed that the client absolutely lost and this was a waste of time, then possibly they would have to pay both sides. If it was kind of like a, hey, this person is going to be paid the for, be paid the difference, then it's kind of like a mutual because if for some reason, like if the cops offered to pay someone back, like in my mind, I don't know how it would be in front of me in the courtroom, but in my mind, if I saw someone who was offered the opportunity to get that reimbursement, they denied it specifically to take it to court, I would expect that they pay their court fees and the cops pay their court fees, and reimburse them the $4,000. Because at the end of the day, the officers messed up initially, but the other person also needs to pay the court fees because they decided to take it to court instead of just remedying the situation initially.
Okay.
But that's how I would do it versus someone else might have a different opinion. And again, how it's presented also changes how I would like rule in my situation. It all just kind of depends.
Okay. So obviously, as you say, in that situation, he was given two choices: have 4K, call it quits, and it's back to basis, or deny that, go to court. Obviously, as you say, he chose to do that because he was given options and chose that option. If Justin wasn't there, they charged him incorrectly, and he had no choice and wasn't given any options, then took it to court, then obviously they would pay his court fees in theory because he wasn't given any options and he wasn't given any advice beforehand. Would that be fair? Because then the option of choice is taken away. He wasn't given an option. He wasn't given any advice.
Exactly. If someone
Okay, cool.
That's how at least I would interpret it. And again, it all grain of salt. Everything might be a little bit different when it comes to court. The officers have their side of the story as well. You never know.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay, cool. In terms of my checklist, I've got. Am I correct in saying I've got one more cell rep, objections, and a mock trial or bench trial, and obviously phase 3, which is technically the same thing. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Phase 3, in theory, would tick off the second checkbox, and I would then just have one more cell rep.
Yes, no, I would
Cool,
say that.
okay.
And then typically what you'll do is you'll meet with one of the judges and we will kind of go through your checklist and ask you about things within it. So we might ask you about certain objections or how to do certain things, and you'll have a walk us through it. Just being as specific as you can and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sweet.
Lovely. You already did everything, right, Judge? So I don't have to fill it out, or
Sorry, what?
You already did their cell calls and everything, or do I have to fill it out still?
Typically, we ask the lawyers fill out the cell calls with their signature.
Who was the other one that was here?
That was
Henry.
Shit, it was the new guy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Right, give me a second. I have a couple people that I'll probably interview here in just a second. I just got to call them real quick and make sure that they know what to do for the next steps. There he is.
Hey, Cassandra, how you doing?
Hey, so once you get in the DOJ emails, just open up an interview request and update your name to in-city name, and then I can meet you down at the courthouse.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Court case wise,
Uh-huh.
so that I can get the phase 3 out the way. There's one in. Let me translate it a minute.
Like 3.5 hours or so. 3 hours, 20
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
If you attend that would count towards your phase 3.
Sweet.
And
okay.
like the mock trial. Yep.
Cool. Okay. Sweet. Otherwise, how busy are we all at the moment?
I just have 2 people that I think are gonna come through an interview here in a second. And so then I'll
Cool.
get them started.
I'm gonna
Sweet.
go play fucking.
Hello?
Hey, Cassandra.
Hey, so
Cool.
as soon as you get your into the DOJ emails, open up a interview ticket and update your name to your in-city name, and then I can meet you down at City Hall.
Perfect. I'm already on it.
Perfect. See you soon.
See you soon, Cassandra.
Bye.
After you've squared those guys away and done like their tour and all that sort of stuff and whatever else you want to do with them, do you think we'd have time for a mock trial in between?
Absolutely.
Because I'm about to say, because whilst I can attend the one at 11 and I kind of do want to, it feels like 11 o'clock for me on a day that I've got an early start the next day.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously, like, I'll probably still come and like watch it, but like, I'd be much better at like talking and so on beforehand rather than like.
What do you know for? Hold on, I got a question. What do you know for objections?
Objections, pretty good in terms of like leading, argumentative, badgering, and stuff like that. I've got a good understanding of them.
You missed a really big one. Lack of foundation.
Yeah.
Just a very, very big one. Asked and answered. I've heard a lot used
Yeah.
in court, like especially here.
How much do you guys use hearsay?
That's a judge question. I've never heard hearsay yet.
Okay.
I hear it occasionally. A lot of the times it's just because someone says, well, I heard from someone, and then it's like,
Yeah.
objection, hearsay.
But I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go play a better game.
No
All
worries,
right.
dude.
Have fun, guys.
See you
See you
later.
later. Like if EMS get up onto the, if EMS get called as a witness and they're being asked to to testify about. Oh yeah, see that'd be interesting. So if a doctor's being asked to testify about medical treatment, you could object to that based on the grounds of privilege, but then under normal circumstances that would work. But obviously, if the medical records have been subpoenaed, then that wouldn't work in theory, would it? Because you've obviously had the opportunity to suppress that information on the grounds of privilege, and you didn't do so. So now it's already entered in as evidence. So you've sort of lost that opportunity, wouldn't you?
Start from the beginning one more time. Sorry.
So we're in the middle of a court case. The suspects claiming they weren't offered medical treatment or whatever, or they're accentuating the degree in which they were injured. So the officer says, right, I want the paramedic on the stand. Paramedic gets sworn in. They start asking them, right, well, what were his injuries when he arrived? What treatment did you give? I could then object to that on the grounds of privilege in terms of doctor-client, doctor-patient confidentiality. they can't start talking about that. That, in theory, would work, wouldn't it?
It's so there is. They could request the
'Cause it-
witness to be
Yeah.
a what's it called, like a character
An
witness.
expert, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
because they
or
could
sorry,
be an
expert witness. Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be procedural, not what happened to that patient. Because what happened to that
Versus
patient is doctor-patient confidentiality. But how would you suture a gunshot wound? Isn't doctor-patient confidentiality? That's a expert witness of tell me how this works.
yeah, and then also if the officers requested like subpoenaed medical records, that could also
would
be
then negate that,
utilized.
wouldn't it? Yeah.
If
So
someone, I was going to say, if someone had a witness and you were trying to argue that, you could have a motion to suppress a witness, as a pretrial motion, or
Yeah.
motion to suppress evidence via the same kind of logic at the pretrial motion. It doesn't necessarily have to be before the trial starts.
Yeah. But obviously, if the DA is trying to enter into evidence the subpoenaed medical report, if I don't object to it on the grounds of privilege, I then can't later in court use that card because I had the opportunity to do so and ample time to do so beforehand. That'd be correct from my understanding. The argument would be you were offered the opportunity to object to suppress the subpoena for the medical records. You were given 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever it is. You didn't want to do that. You felt that obviously looking at that subpoena for the medical records was okay, and that it would be suitable to talk about it in court. Because you didn't suppress that subpoena, I'm not going to let you claim an objection on privilege for doctor-patient confidentiality because it's already in the report. It's already in evidence.
So yeah, if you didn't motion to suppress that at the pretrial motions and then they were up on the stand talking about it, that would be my exact question: is then why didn't you suppress this evidence earlier, or suppress the witness? Because now we're in this predicament where
now it's too late and you had ample opportunity to do so. Yeah.
So at that point, I may overrule it if for some reason you find yourself in this situation. It's not. It doesn't hurt to try. Again, you might find a judge that says, yeah, go for it. That's fine. We'll suppress everything that you just said for the exact same reason because your logic is pretty sound. Other judges may not. It really just depends. Like I said, we're building new case law, so that could be something that if we ever get into that situation, that it becomes something that we need to build a case law off of versus something else.
Well, this looks interesting.
How's it going? Did you guys have a question? How can I help?
Hold on, I'm in the middle of talking to the lawyer. Hold on. You're Aaron?
No, I am not Aaron.
Do you know where Aaron is?
I don't actually see her on the radio. Let me see if she's around, just not on radio.
I think she was flying in.
Oh, she just might not be awake yet then. Let me see here. Looks like she may be around. She's just not currently on our radio channel. Do you have her phone number?
No, I don't.
I think I just saw an email regarding just call the DOJ line, and I think she's ready to accept the call.
Okay, thank you.
I think, as you say, Cassandra, she's just not on the radio.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Mr. Pierre.
Yep, that's me.
Give me just one moment, and we'll get you all sorted with your interview. Did you have anything else?
No, I'm actually going to go and cook real quick. I'm going to go and find a restaurant nearby, and I'll be back shortly. Brilliant. What do we actually need for a mock trial? Because obviously, how do you do mock trials here? Because like, do you open a
Yeah.
docket and chuck some information in? You have like half an hour to review it, and then you go in to do it, or like what? How does that work here?
It all kind of depends. So the mock trials that I've seen done before have been even just more kind of ad lib. We'll just kind of give a case, and just have one paralegal be defense, one be prosecution, and then you just kind of ad lib it. If you want to admit anything, you just kind of talk about it kind of off the cuff, and kind of come up with a good way to run the trial. If Erin's available to do it later
Miss
too,
Cole?
I might have her do some stuff with us as well. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, cool. Right,
Can
I'll
do
leave you
me
to
a
it. I'll be
huge
back in a
favor,
bit.
please?
Yeah, what's up?
The other night, some fucking psychopath, wizarded his way into ruining
So this is
my
the
vehicle,
courthouse.
and I
Yes.
have
Hold
literally
on
less
just
than
one
$100
moment.
to my name, and I
Is it
literally
okay if I
can't go
look
anywhere.
inside
Can
real
you
quick?
send me some money or help me in some sort of way?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I have a client I'm supposed to meet, and I'm stranded, and it's just rough.
Painkiller Holmes. Hurt a little bit.
Old age, yeah, I feel that.
Lifesaver, thank you.
Problem. Yeah, so this is City
Man,
Hall
you don't
here.
even know the half
Follow
of it,
me
dog.
this
Right, I
way.
gotta call a repair person now.
All right, give me just 1 second. Uh, so the one thing I'm just making sure I clarify, because you were the misdemeanor was earlier today, correct?
Yeah, it was a misunderstanding, and I was waiting for an attorney, but they had a meeting, so they just kind of like let me go.
Okay. Yeah, they did. With the misdemeanor charge just being so soon, I'm just clarifying to make sure that's not going to stand in the way of your like the hiring process. But we'll do the interview portion and everything today. I just may have to make sure that before we do any hiring that's okay versus needing to file for an expungement, just since it is such a recent charge. Because if you are part of the DOJ, like those types of things, you cannot get arrested for those types of things. Otherwise, it could end up affecting your employment until it's like taken to court and stuff. So
Yeah, no, I understand. That's fine.
yeah,
The guy who arrested me, Travis, actually is a good friend of mine. He's the one who told me I should apply with you guys. So I don't know. I'm sure I could explain it, get it expunged, or talk to him about it too. Figure it out
yeah.
one way or another.
Yeah, unfortunately, the expungement process is also like the DA's office weighs in, and so I don't know from their point of view, as they would just see it as a misdemeanor charge recently. They may have an objection to the expungement, but again, as it is just a misdemeanor, I'm just going to get clarification from our chief justice as far as how that. I don't. From like my point of view, I don't see it as being an issue, but again, I just want to make sure before we get too far into it. I'd hate to set you up for failure.
No, I respect that. Thank you so much, Cassandra. That's
Yeah, no
nice of you.
problem. Follow me this way. Oh, just kidding, this way. All right, feel free to make yourself comfortable. You can either stand or sit, whichever is better for you. I'm just going to pull up your application here. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Just gonna pull up your name, get my clipboard together, make sure I got everything here. All right. How do I say your last name again? I don't want to say it wrong.
Yeah, it's Pierre Bagabiche.
Pierre Bagabiche. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So Mr. Bagabiche, if you don't mind just telling me a little bit about yourself and why you're interested in joining the DOJ.
Yeah, I want to join the DOJ because I feel like high quality, legality is, maybe not there as much as it should be, So I wanted to create, an opportunity for myself to like, help the civilians of Los Santos, with the problems they might be facing with the law enforcement, with the charges that they might be getting, And I love to work with the judges and the DA to try and resolve, any civilians that might be having these issues. I know you guys maybe get a buildup of like cases and you have a lot of things going on with interviews, and I think I could be an extra helping hand around the city and helping civilians get legal justice for whatever they got going on.
Wonderful. So tell me, you kind of explained a little bit there in your answer, but what type of law are you looking to practice?
Ideally, I think I want to get into the criminal law just so I can really get a strong foundation of criminal law, and being able to eventually be a DA is my end goal. And by understanding the criminal law, I feel like that would be a strong help in my future endeavors.
Okay. Are you more interested in starting off as like a private attorney, public defender, or kind of joining the prosecution's team?
Ideally, I was hoping I could just be one of those attorneys that when people don't have money, they need some representation. I
Oh
can
yeah,
I can help
public
those guys.
defender.
Yeah, public defender.
Wonderful. All right. Tell me a little bit about the experience you have, whether it's in the city or others within DOJ or the law itself.
Yeah, so previously, I was in the city, some sheriff work here and there, and before that, I lived in Liberty City, so I worked a little bit in the city doing patrolling as an officer. And I'll be honest with you, I seen my brother get killed in Liberty City, and the law didn't really do what it needed to do for the criminal, and I got to see a criminal walk loose. So for me, that was a big sting, and what I feel like the justice system failed us. So I wanted to, kind of honor my brother and protecting and serving the civilians of Los Santos, but also my end goal is, like I said, to become maybe a district attorney and help put criminals away that deserve it.
All right. And another question for you. So, as I'm sure you've seen within the law, and like whether it's a criminal case or a civil case, some of the stakes can be very high. Whether it is someone being put to jail for life versus a civil suit that involves someone being mutilated and needing compensation as they are going to be permanently disabled versus just things down in the cells where people are wrongfully convicted, things like that. So with all that to say, people's emotions can run high, tensions can be tight, and people can get very angry and passionate about certain things, but people start kind of getting a little upset, and emotions again are heightened. How do you best navigate these situations?
So I think the best thing to do is, have stoicism. That means in my head, like for example, what you cannot control, what is there to stress about? Things happen, you cannot control them. The best thing to do is be cool like a cucumber and not sour like a pickle. So my suggestion is, for anyone who's dealing with any problems or dilemma, realize that some things are just not in our hands, and we just have to do what's best in those scenarios to be able to prevent future things like happening that could be bad for, like, let's say a lawyer or a civilian, and try and prevent those through experiences. So, stoicism, I think, is the best route. Try to not be so bothered, understand things happen for a reason, and sometimes things are just not in our control. We humans, we're not God, we don't control everything.
All right. The last question that I have is more of a scenario based question. I usually kind of leave it up to the interviewee if they'd rather just kind of talk through the scenario or if they'd like to role play it out. Not everyone is a fan of role play, and some people find it really cringe, so I always just like to ask first.
Oh, I mean, I'm down for some role play. I mean, either way, whichever is easier to get my answer across, I guess.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and do the role play scenario. So what we'll do is I'll set the scene. So you're answering a cell call as a public defender, and down in the cells you have someone who's been arrested. On your way down there, the officers inform you that the person has been charged with possession of cocaine with intent to distribute, drug manufacturing, and illegal possession of a Schedule 1 drug. They were found with 20 bags of cocaine on their persons, as well as baggies and a scale, and they were seen in the university district at the site of potential drug sales, and we're seen kind of handing stuff off to someone within the university district. And so that's kind of what you're heading down for, and then I will be the suspect in the jail cells.
Okay. So you're my suspect, right?
Yes, so I am the suspect in the cells, and you are a public defender.
Okay. So hey, how you doing? I'm Pierre Beach. Can I get your name?
Name's Ash. Are you one of those like shitty public defenders?
No, I'm not a shitty public defender, but I appreciate your honesty and trying to like be translucent with
God,
what you're
you
trying to
are
say.
one of the shitty public defenders. Fuck.
Ah,
Is there not
I'm
anyone
sorry you feel that
better?
way. I got you, honey. Relax. You know, at the end of the day, what's gonna happen here is we're gonna get you the best representation you've ever thought you've ever had from a public offender ever in your life. You understand?
Well,
These lawyers, these judges, these DAs, these officers, they don't got nothing. Nothing. So what I need you to do from the
All
moment you
right.
see anybody else but me is just keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing to nobody. All right. At the end of the day, you're gonna be free. That's all that matters to you, right? You want to be free?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so work with me, all right? This is how we're gonna do it, all right? First, we gotta figure out what the hell these police got on you. Apparently, they saying that you gave them some papers or something. You on campus? What you doing? You on campus? Maybe you got a
Yeah, I'm
party
just hanging
going
out with
on.
my friends, I'm just kind of talking to people, I'm not doing anything. They just came up on me out of nowhere. No idea why they approached me, but they said I was being arrested for selling drugs and they had no reason to arrest me. I told them I didn't want to be detained, but they arrested me anyways, searched my persons and found, my personal supply of cocaine.
I mean, at the end of the day, they didn't have any probable cause or reasonable suspension. There's no reason for them to come up to you and be asking you questions,
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. There was no fucking way. There were no cops around me when I was you're like my lawyer, right? Like it's okay. I can you're not gonna tell the cops anything.
No, not at all. I mean, my job is to protect you, not them. They're not paying me.
Okay. Well, so I definitely was selling drugs to some of the college students. They're trying to turn up for a party
Whoa,
tonight.
relax, relax. You never was doing anything. That never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's start over, okay?
Exactly. I was just hanging out with my friends, dabbing them up, saying, "Hey, how's it going?" and snorting a little cocaine on the side by myself.
What cocaine? No cocaine. This is not cocaine.
No cocaine. Yeah.
Come on. This is some sexual substance you got from your grandma. She went over to Indonesia.
Yeah, it's just like ecstasy or something. It's fine.
Yeah, you could say that, but let's not say that, please. Come on. Okay. Let's just say it's some powder that's supposed to help with diets, help you lose some weight so you look nice, your skin looks tighter, your face glows more.
Exactly.
Boys are going to be attracted to you. You're trying to get married, but you don't get too old, then you can't have kids, then your grandma and mama don't love you no more. And of course, you're going to understand that. Don't worry about it. So you had this powder, your grandma gave it to you. You're telling all your friends, hey, I have this new powder. My grandma gave it to me. She says it makes your face tighter, it makes your boobs bigger, and it makes your waist thinner, And all of a sudden, these officers coming over and start harassing you. They have any reasonable suspicion or probable cause to even approach you in the first place. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna explain everything. I'm gonna get the judge. I'm gonna get the DA and the officers, everybody to understand. We're gonna make it happen for you, okay? Just don't say much. Don't talk to nobody else. Keep your mouth shut. The more you talk, guess what? The more they think you're guilty. So let's talk less. Keep it simple. Everything will be okay.
Yeah. Whatever happens, just don't let them raid me. um, yeah, that I cannot get rated.
I mean, but they don't have no reason to raid you. I mean, there's nothing
Yeah,
illegal about being on campus.
exactly. I can just, just the 20 baggies of that stuff. It's just,
You don't even have another house. You live on campus. You know what I'm saying?
I live on campus. You're so right. Yes, I live on campus.
I'm sure one of your friends can say you like your roommates or something. You don't have no other place. The other place you're worried about getting raided is not in your name, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. No, but like
Worst case scenario, we'll say we sold that property or something. You know, we won't get a warrant for that. Don't worry.
if I lose what's in my apartment, I'm down like $500,000 and I might get killed. So like it's like a big no. Whatever happens,
What
that cannot
apartment? I
happen.
don't know what you're talking about. You never had an apartment. There's no apartment.
Exactly.
Let's not talk about that no more.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so just keep your mouth shut. You know, we're gonna figure it out. Don't worry. You at the end of the day, the only thing that you had was your grandma. She gave you some powder. She got it from Indonesia. It's supposed to make you thinner and supposed to make your face nicer so you can get married because all you want to
And
do
I
is
just
just
put
have
it
some
all up my
kids.
nose and it makes me feel great.
Yeah, we just gotta make sure that they understand that you're just a normal person, college student, trying to get married, have a nice life, kids, family. That's it. I promise you, everybody else is gonna be understanding you're an innocent person. All right.
Absolutely, I agree. All right. So I'm gonna be able to walk.
Yeah, you're gonna walk 100%. Don't even worry
Hell
about it.
yeah. And scene. All right. Wonderful. That's all the questions that I had for you. Did you have any questions for me right now?
No, but I was a little nervous. How'd I do?
Oh, no, you did fine. You did fine. So typically what I do now is I kind of score all of your answers and put them through an algorithm here within our computer system. Again, I'm going to talk with our Chief Justice about that charge just to make sure that doesn't hinder your appointment. And if it does, kind of what we can do about that. But I'm going to kind of do all those things and then I'll get back in touch with you if you kind of meet our passing threshold on the like algorithm here that the computer does for us. And we'll give you a call.
Oh, that sounds great. I appreciate you. And if you don't mind, I'd like to explain what happened earlier.
Oh, sure.
So I was, in Legion Square, just like meeting some people, talking to some people. This guy, I asked him, I was like, hey, any good jobs around city, and he was like, hey, I got a good job for you. You can go do cleaning. I got a guy, you can go talk to him. He's going to teach you where to go, all that. So then I went to the guys, he gave me a job. He told me to go to this one lady's house. I went there, I cleaned the house. And then I went to the next house. All of a sudden, I get approached by officers. They're saying, hey, you're not allowed to be here. I'm trespassing. So, that
Hey,
was
Chief
that.
Justice?
Yeah, but I was just cleaning the house. I obviously, I don't think he was licensed or something. So, I had to, get out of that gig.
Right. All right. Sounds good. Well, the Chief Justice just flew in. I think he is handling a meeting here real quick, but then I should be able to chat with him shortly after that. I do have your number, so I will be in touch.
Awesome, Cassandra. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Let me walk you out since it is a little bit of a mess.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a very beautiful building.
It is a very expensive one. That's probably why we're so broke, but
That was your office we were just in.
all right, and the front door is going to be right there, Mr. Bagabiche. Mr. Bagabiche.
You could just
I'll
call
be
me
in
PB.
touch. PB, I like it.
Yeah, just no J,
All right. Well,
All right,
I
thank
will
you.
be in touch.
All right, take care.
Thank you too. How's it going? Whenever you have a moment, I just have a question. Oh, I cannot hear you.
You don't have to. You.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Aaron, where you at?
Sorry?
I'm surprised he actually got the
Where you
job.
at,
Did his charge
I am on my
actually
way to the
affect him
courthouse
or
right
no?
now. I just got
I
my
just
car
completed the
found.
interview process, and that was the clarification I was going to ask the
Do you need
COJ is if a
something?
misdemeanor is
Oh no,
going
you
to
have
inhibit him
individuals
or if he
here
has to
waiting
wait
for
for an
you though.
expungement.
Yeah, I told him I'd be there soon, and then
I
my
don't know.
car
Everything's
immediately broke
different.
down
I
because
used
of
to.
that
That's a-
crap
You're
that
good.
happened the other night.
Oh my gosh, the
You're
radio is
good.
so loud. No, it's because I mean overall, as far as his like answers and everything were fantastic. I think that he could do well. But yes, with it being a fresh charge of a misdemeanor, I you know I don't want to get him in a spot where he can't or the position is revoked later.
Used to
There's
be
a guy with a gun at the
felony,
courthouse,
but
and
not
Yeah,
he's about to
that's
shoot
what
someone.
I was under the impression of, is that it was a felony charge that would inhibit someone from being part of DOJ. But I also don't want to promise someone something and then have it like make the mistake of giving someone all of the stuff and then 2 days later being fired because of other things. So I just wanted to clarify and make sure before I go forward.
I will paper trail and just ask in the emails.
Yeah, so I did. I just waiting for a response. But alas, I have at least one other interview.
Why so many people out the front?
I don't know. People are starting to hang out here. It's freaking me out. Hey, how can we help you?
Can I speak to a lawyer?
Unfortunately, neither of us are lawyers. But here, let me see if I can connect you with Erin. She's our public defender on duty right now.
And is there any other than her? Because she's not very helpful.
Not currently. If you're looking for a lawyer, you can always go to the DOJ emails and request a lawyer, and just ask for like a private attorney or another public defender.
Yeah, because she sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
She don't help with the shit. But okay. All right, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I love it when people decide to sell drugs at a courthouse.
Oh yeah,
Who's
I have
this?
people. This is Nala.
Oh, hi Nala.
I don't think I actually caught your name. What was your name?
Dominic Storm.
Dominic Storm. Nice to meet you.
Where you
How's it
going? DA's office or attorney route?
I
Or
want to become a
judge's
judge
route?
because
Damn it! Well, fuck
it would be if I could, I would.
She's very disappointed.
Yeah, but I think the judge's position needs me.
We could always use more support, especially in some of the odd hours.
Department of Justice, how may I help?
That's where I specialize in.
Yep.
And I heard ever since that one judge left, everybody's asking for him back. So this is why I'm here.
All right.
$10,000 cash. Okay.
Nala, if
Why
I
do
swear to
you-
God.
Okay.
I'm gonna step outside. I'm gonna look for the next person.
Stay on the phone for me, okay? Hold on. Are you guys actually kidnapped? Okay. Give me a moment. Get me PD over here ASAP. Get PD over here ASAP. Tell him I have someone on the phone that has 2 cops kidnapped right now.
How the fuck?
Okay. Give us a moment and we can look.
Is Abaja back yet? I swear.
Hey, Nala's on the phone with someone down at the city hall, and she has someone on the line on the DOJ services that has kidnapped 2 officers. She wanted PD down here ASAP if possible.
No. We're right.
I cannot hear you. Your voice is cutting out, but Nala's currently on the phone with them, the person who did the kidnapping.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
We are on scene with the officers right now.
Oh, okay, wonderful. I'll let her know.
10-4, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Hey, Nala, they said that their officers are on scene with the kidnapped officers currently.
What?
Officers are on scene
What?
with the kidnapped officers right now.
Okay.
Why are they
Okay,
calling
so
DOJ instead of P?
I don't know. Mr. Ronan, right?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Follow me this way.
Busy day, I see.
Yeah, a little hectic, I'm not gonna lie.
You want to tag team this interview? Let's do this interview. I mean, coach, so I have to medically, he has to have me in that room too. Otherwise, he'll have a severe anxiety attack.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy to have you with me. Come on in.
Everyone enjoys a good teaming.
Oh my god. Do you need some cash? Why are you wearing hand-me-downs?
No, I just went to the gym and I got bigger. I didn't realize.
Damn, I
gotta
think
figure my
more than the
size.
gym, I think it's a couple of steroids.
Yeah, I got a couple holes in your shirt.
I know, I just noticed when I got here, but I walked all the way over here and I wasn't about to walk back.
Oh, no, that's fine. Come on into my office. Feel free to make
I'll
yourself
do
comfortable.
this interview. Where are the Epstein files?
All right. Let me go ahead and pull up your application here.
Oh, I fucking love people.
All right. Okay, let me get your paperwork started. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Mr. McKenna, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're interested in joining the DOJ.
So I just arrived to the city about a week ago, and I've noticed that a lot of people need defending. I've been hit by the cops about 3 times while walking places, and I would like to get justice for the people.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about what areas of law interest you the most.
Defending people who have been accused of crimes. That's the
Okay.
biggest one that I'd like to do.
Yeah, why are you so passionate about criminal defense?
Just seeing the way people have been treated and stuff like that. I want to make sure everyone's treated fairly. You know, I've never been in trouble with the law myself, but I know that people have, and I hear stories. So I'd like to make sure the people are given the best representation.
Wonderful. Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about any prior law experience, whether it's within the DOJ, for this city versus other cities?
I have 0 law experience.
Okay.
I'm willing to learn.
No worries at all. Tell me what makes you unique and a good fit for the DOJ.
Just my sheer passion to do what is right, and my willingness to study and learn and not use like any type of programs or anything like that that makes me sound smarter. I'm willing to put my all into stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah, wonderful. All right. So another thing to note is in the DOJ, whether it is with criminal defense or within the prosecution's office or even civil complaints, there's a lot of things that can be at stake versus someone going away for multiple years of their life versus being sent to prison for life, or even a civil complaint where someone has been left debilitated and required compensation. With all that being said, people's emotions can run high. People can get agitated and angry with things happening, and arguments can ensue. How do you best handle these situations?
Really control my own emotions. I figure it helps a lot. If I lose control of my emotions, that can just make situations worse. So just maintaining composure will be the best I've found in handling those type of situations.
And how would you best respond to those around you if they're starting to get overzealous and overheated?
Just staying calm and understanding, being in their ear. A lot of people just want to vent when they get upset. So listening to what's frustrating them and taking that in and making them feel heard typically helps a lot.
All right. Okay, so let me make sure I got all the questions here. The last question that I like to do is more of a scenario based question. I typically leave it up to the interviewee whether or not they want to just kind of talk through the scenario or do a little bit of role play. I know not everyone likes doing role play based questions. Some people find it a little cringe, so I just kind of like to leave it up to the interviewee how they'd like to answer.
Sounds good.
All right, you want to do a little bit of a role play scenario?
I'm willing to try the role play. I'm still kind of new
Wonderful.
and learning stuff, so
Yeah, no worries. All right. So the scene will be you are going to be a public defender, answering a cell call down into the cells, and I will be the suspect. On your way down, you talk with the officer, and the officer informs you that the suspect's been arrested for um, possession of cocaine with intent to distribute, possession of a class 4 drug, and a drug manufacturing. They were found with 20 bags of cocaine on their persons, a scale, and a bunch of baggies. The cops responded to calls at the university district where there was reported sale of drugs, and the suspect was seen handing something off to someone within the university district when the cops arrived. All right, and so I'll be the suspect.
okay. I'll be honest, I have no idea how to handle the situation. That was a really good one. I would obviously have to research and look into like the actual law behind each of those. I know this isn't role playing right now, but I kind of want to talk about what I would do before we jump into it. If that's okay.
Yeah,
Is
so
that okay?
so basically it's really just mainly kind of interacting with the suspect trying to figure out what's going on. So we can kind of do that first. Don't worry too much about the laws and just kind of, play it off the cuff.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
So,
I will not judge you based on how you handle the law stuff since I understand they don't have that experience. That's totally fine.
so how are you doing today?
I'm doing absolute dog shit. I got arrested for no fucking reason, and then they send me this shitty public defender because apparently there's no private attorneys around.
Well, I can understand that. I'm a little bit different than all the other public defenders that you might be know of. My goal is to win. Are you interested in winning this case?
I mean, I guess. Are you sure you could do that?
I'll be the cop.
I nothing's 100%, but I can give you my all and do my very best in figuring out how to win this case. So let's go over what happened. So tell me your side of the story.
Well, I was just down in the university district minding my own business. I didn't see anyone around me. And then all of a sudden, the cops came out of nowhere and they said that I am doing drugs and I'm dealing stuff and all of this bullshit. They detained me. They searched me. It was a complete violation of my rights. All of this is absolute bullshit. The cops suck and I hate this place.
I hate this place too. So what is your truth behind the situation? Was you dealing drugs?
Oh, I mean, what, like, are you gonna tell the cops or like?
No, this is between me and you. My goal is to
Okay.
make sure that you get
Well, of course I
the
was
best
dealing
treatment.
drugs, but like, how the fuck did they know that? I mean, come on. There's no way they saw me. I checked my surroundings. There ain't no way they saw me selling drugs.
So something. What else could they be saying? That situation.
I don't know, man. I was just walking around, hanging out with my friends, chit chatting with them, dabbing them up, and then all of a sudden they came up and arrested me, and they searched my pockets and they found my cocaine. I mean, I do a lot of cocaine myself. Don't get me wrong here, but like, come on.
What is the sentence that they're trying to hit you with?
I'm not sure. They haven't told me shit. I said I needed a lawyer, and they said, all right. They locked me in here, and they left me down here to rot, and they called you. And this is what I get.
Have you ever been caught doing this before?
Nah, I'm careful as fuck. I never been caught for doing this shit, and I don't expect to start now.
And this guy's the cop, right?
Yes, yeah.
Charge.
Oh. Is this voice box breaking for you?
It is breaking for me. Your voice, you might need a cough drop.
See, how could this cop catch him when he's clearly having some sort of issues, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
PDK, man.
A mouth to
PDK.
see.
Oh, there we go.
So she's facing a schedule for drug, a precursor, and a charge for distributing.
I don't think. How did you catch him? Tell me what you saw.
I got a picture. That's where the fuck.
Oh, bullshit. That's fabricated AI bullshit generated.
Are you sure that picture's good? Clearly you're having some sort of issues.
Yeah, it is a picture of her because that's the way PD do it.
Oh, fuck. Bullshit. Bullshit. They're framing me.
That is how PD do it. Eat shit. Your 15 minutes are up. You're gonna have to leave.
Not guilty.
Do you have
not
a warrant
fucking
for that
guilty?
picture? Do you have a warrant for that picture? Are you just taking pictures of my client?
Are you just taking pictures of me in my bathing suit without my permission, sir?
No.
Are
I
you
don't think
trying
that's
to
right.
sexualize me, sir?
I feel like that's the case, to be honest. That picture's a little bit.
Your voice box keeps cutting out. I have no idea what you're saying.
He's having issues taking pictures of people. I think the wrong person is behind the cell right now. If I'm
That's
totally
what
honest with
I'm
ya.
saying. I think I should walk. I want my cocaine back so I can put it all up my
we
nose.
have a right for fair process. You have the right to fair process. We have the right to use the Sixth Amendment right for jury trial.
Yeah, I want a trial. Get me out of here.
There we go. We got a trial. Slap her on the monk. If she walks, she's gonna pay her bail. She's gonna be walked out on the monk.
Don't you worry. I'm fucking rich. I can afford that bail.
I feel like I need to file a complaint about this dude taking pictures of people.
Go ahead. I'll file a complaint with you for being over your max time of 15 minutes.
All right, great job. All right. That's all the questions I had for you. Any questions for me at this time?
Yeah, what could I have done better in this interview? Because obviously I'm new to the city. I'm trying to do the best, put my best representation forward and stuff like that. Is there anything you could say that I could have done better?
No, you did pretty good. I mean, if anything, just kind of have a little bit more confidence in yourself. I think you're doing totally fine though. The entire kind of scenario based question is mainly just to see how you'd react to an aggressive person in the cells kind of being an asshole to you.
How did I?
I think you did fine. I mean, you did fine.
You got an A, well, not an A plus, an A.
What could I have done to get an A plus?
I have never seen it get a A.
Oh, there he goes, talking like a robot again.
Yeah. So what's the next step after this? Obviously, you got to think
Yeah.
about the interview and talk about it. What goes
Great
on after that?
question. So typically what we'll do is I score all of your answers here and I put them through a complex computer algorithm that kind of tells me what your overall score is. If you meet the passing threshold, then we'd be in contact about starting the next process. If you were to get hired, we would hire you on as a paralegal. Well, you'll do some intense training and get a good understanding of how the DOJ works and then go from there.
And then obviously everybody hates talking about numbers. What is the type of pay structure for a paralegal and then above?
Another great question. So the DOJ does not have any hourly pay. Right now, paralegals don't have a way to necessarily make money unless they're working with attorneys. As an attorney, you bill for all of the things that you do. So if you go to a cell call, you send an invoice to either the client or the DA's office, depending on what your position is. And if you meet with someone outside the cells about a case, again, you bill for your time, you bill for anything, any work that you do as a part of the DOJ. So the more work you're doing in city, the more court cases you're going to, eventually the more money you'll end up making as an attorney. As a paralegal, it's all kind of in the training phase, and I know that can be very difficult. So I typically try to help people out with giving them food and things like that while we're training and doing stuff, just to make sure that you're staying kind of afloat.
Perfect. Perfect. See, I'm not. I'll be totally honest. A little bit of OCD, and I hate to do it. I don't care necessarily about the money part of stuff. I just want to find my place.
Yeah, no, it's a great question because a lot of people they get started on at DOJ and they find it hard to make money initially. And again, like I'm here to help support you as much as I can. But as a paralegal, there's just not really a good way to because you can't bill for legal advice yet.
I found a way, and I brought it up hypothetically to the Chief Justice. Paralegals are allowed to, write up the documents and all that. They just can't put their signature on it.
Yeah, and then they would, I think at that point they'd have to coordinate with the attorneys to get kind of like a piece of the pie. And so that would be something that you could like talk with them on. So if you're doing work for the attorneys, they could pay you. Sometimes some attorneys, not all of them, will offer to pay you for the cell calls that you work with them on and stuff like that as well.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Sounds
All right.
fantastic. Do I
Well,
get both of us have the same haircut?
Sorry, what? Yeah, bonus
Do
points
I-
for having the same hair color. Unfortunately, no. I don't give out bonus points for having good style.
She's got no soul.
Yep, he knows it. All right, follow me this way.
I had to talk to Abba. The fuck is Abba Joe?
Yeah, let's say, where is he?
He said an interview about an hour ago.
Jesus. Wait, where did he go? Come on this way.
Can't. For me, you're just standing in one spot. This way?
Yep. What's he doing? Is he staring at a wall? Am I about to head pop? Fuck, I am, aren't I?
No, you're good.
Oh, thank
Sorry,
God. Sorry, that happened to me earlier.
His voice
Mister-
box is fucked, so he can't
Oh, okay.
hear or talk to you. So what usually happens. You can only communicate with, There you go.
Oh, well, there it is.
You're gonna have to wait.
Sorry, what? Your voice box again. I think it's this building, honestly. I'm gonna go outside.
The building.
I don't know.
is up?
You come through for a second, and then it's just all little crackles and pops. Are you eating Pop Rocks?
It's not me. Am I back now?
Yeah, I can hear you, I think.
Interesting.
There we go. Yep.
Waiting on Abajo.
Ah, yes.
Do that.
Can you guys hear me now?
Hi.
Yes, I can hear you. I will say your
Yeah, that
voice
was
again.
crazy.
It just goes in
Go
and out.
back, go back in and
My
landed somewhere else entirely.
Yeah, like it starts okay, and then you start talking, and it goes out again.
me.
All I heard was meat eat. Abijah's back, but I don't hear you.
Where is?
Mr. Dominic Storm is still outside. He just walked back into City Hall.
On my way. On my way.
Whenever you have a sec, I did have a question that I dropped in the emails for you about an interview I just did. He said he's on his way.
Yeah, let's discuss together about it.
Sounds good. Oh, I like that. Where'd you pull that chair from?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you on the radio, no problem.
Yeah, that's the building.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Okay. So yeah, I'm back. Cassandra, can I speak with you for a moment real quick, please?
Yes, I'll be right back, Mr. Storm.
Alright, so what was concern?
So Mr. Pierre, I just did an interview for him, and I told him he recently did get charged with like a misdemeanor trespassing charge today. You
What
know
was his
his
name?
Pierre Bagabiche. If you search Pierre, I think he's the only Pierre that pops up.
Pierre Baggett.
Yeah, he interviewed like pretty well. He was really confident, and he was very much like being very appropriate. And I told him, I was like, if something like this were to happen, if you were within the DOJ, it would be a big deal. So I want to make sure that before I do anything further in the process, that we clarify this, because it is just a charge of misdemeanor trespassing. But if this were to occur again, it might be something bigger. And he completely understood that, and was, he did very well in the interview. Like, I think he could do very well as a part of the DOJ. I just wanted to make sure this wouldn't interfere with anything, and wanted to run it by you before kind of proceeding further.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the report here. Um, yeah, I think this is way more than we can take. Um, so trespassing, of course, is more of being yeah. I don't know if you're able to read the report, were you?
Yeah, no, and that's kind of what kind of gave me pause. At the end of the day, they only charged him with trespassing, but and I will say he had a very good explanation for everything as far as what happened. But Again, I don't know if this was a just like a lighter sentence that was issued, or if there were other things involved.
Yeah.
Because on
How
paper, I
about we
was
do
like,
this? Tell him to apply for an expungement first.
okay,
Then that way we'll have the DA and folks, review on kind of like what they would like to, see specifically as to why that charge was like that. So
yeah, that's what I
I think
told
we
him.
should
Is
go
that might
through.
be a good that might be another thing we do, is do the expungement just to make sure everything's kind of squeaky clean before we proceed forward. But yeah, I'll let him know.
Yeah, I think we should do that. Let him put the lawyers
Yeah,
to
if
get in, expungement,
yeah,
and then from there. Then
that's
once that is done, he can now reapply, because for this one we're gonna have to deny this current application.
okay.
We'll close that, lawyer request, and he's gonna have to reapply.
Sounds good.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for bringing it to my attention.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Hey, Cassandra.
Hey, so I just spoke with the Chief Justice, and after kind of reviewing everything, he does think it would be best for us to go through an expungement process for you, just to ensure that everything is good on the DA's side. Because just kind of looking at the case itself, they just want to make sure that there is nothing else that would impede your ability to become part of the DOJ. So at this point in time, you unfortunately will be denied as a part of the DOJ. But once the expungement process has gone through, then we can kind of take it from there. If you open up a lawyer request ticket and get in touch with a lawyer, they can start the expungement process for you. We'll have the DOJ kind of, not the DOJ, the DA's office review it and see kind of what their side is, and see what the if the charges are able to be expeditedly expunged versus if there's a time period we have to wait.
Okay, no problem. I mean, regardless, whichever way, I appreciate everything. I'm gonna do the expungement process, whether it's quick or not. I don't mind being patient and best behavior during the probationary time where the expungement is happening. Whatever I gotta do to prove myself to you guys, I'll do it.
Sounds great. Fantastic. Well, I will I have your number and everything, so we'll be in touch. Once that kind of goes through, I won't be the one that will oversee the expungement process, just because I am a little conflicted on the situation since we did an interview and everything. But I will kind of reach out to the DA's office and kind of see what they say as well once you have connected with a lawyer as far as getting that done.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Cassandra. I'm gonna do that right now.
No problem. We'll be in touch. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Ronan. So like I said, I started processing your paperwork. I got your number, so as soon as I finish processing that, I will be in touch for kind of next steps.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Cassandra. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, you are so welcome.
Hello.
Hey, so I just finished reviewing the application here, the algorithm finished, and if you are still interested in joining the DOJ, we'd love to offer you a position.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. That was nice and quick.
Yeah, no problem. If you just want to head back inside, I'll get you all hired on, and we can start kind of some of the process here on this end.
Perfect. I'll see you in a moment.
All right, I'll see you soon. All right. So I'm gonna take you upstairs and get you hired on the system here.
You must be Erin. Sorry, you got a little fog in your throat.
It's a beautiful building.
Thank you. Yes, it is quite beautiful. Very expensive. Let me flip radio channels real quick. I need to hire you on in here, but I think they might be having a meeting, so we may do our tour first. So hang out here for just 1 second. All right, so they are doing a meeting in there. So we'll be back. I'll give you a quick tour. So we'll get you hired on. So we'll come back up here in a bit.
Okie doke.
But the first thing we'll do is I'll have you get set up in the emails. So if you head over to the role request section and just kind of following the template, you'll put your name, and then you'll do the roles that you're requesting are paralegal and DOJ, and then for approved by you can put me and tag the role manager as well.
Perfect. I will do that now. In fact, I think I did that correctly.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll check that, and then I'm just going to make your checklist real quick as well.
I am so sorry. I am so
It's
sorry.
okay. It happened. It's okay. I'm gonna walk away for a second.
First time I've ever accidentally tripped and hit somebody, and I do apologize.
All right, wonderful. Okay, so I just updated your checklist. Once the roles are given to you, you'll be able to see more sections within the emails. For now, you're just kind of limited based on your roles, but once we get those sorted, you'll be able to see a lot more stuff, including your checklist. Typically, what this entails is we'll do a tour of the building, and I'll kind of rattle off a ton of information at you. It's okay if you forget it. The biggest thing is to just kind of keep practicing it and kind of pick it up over time, so you'll get a lot of chances to ask questions, and we highly encourage that as you're going through stuff. But first, let's go ahead and take a tour of the campus. So the office up there, that's the Chief Justice's office. It's the only one that has the hiring capabilities, and so I just need to go in there at some point. This is Judge Anderson's office. He's not in right now, but he's one of our senior judges. It's similar to the office that we interviewed in. This here is our conference room. So if you have clients that you need to have like multiple people sitting down in a room having a meeting, this is a great place to do it. The room's all soundproof, but the blinds do not work, so they stay open at all times, so there just might be people looking in at you. This office over here is my office. So typically with the DOJ, we have a few different branches. The Attorney General is kind of in charge of everything. He oversees the entirety of DOJ. The Chief Justice Abijah, he is kind of over in the other office, but he is in charge of all of the judges and the judicial branch. This is Senior Judge Belmont's office. It's very similar to the one that Abijah has over there. But so there are 2 senior judges, Kyle Anderson and Giovanni Belmont, and then we have other judges as well, including myself and a couple others. We also have the position of court clerk, which has not been filled yet, but would be more of someone helping us schedule court cases and kind of keeping track of things within the emails and documents filed and stuff like that.
Cassandra, can you?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Judges.
Oh, you cut out again. What did you say?
Hiring judges.
Am I hiring judges? I think that goes through Abijah, but I don't know.
Because he just me and used an excuse saying that then hiring judges under a reconstruction, which is total bullshit.
I know there have been a lot of things happening within the DOJ, and so I don't know if it's just kind of a freeze on that aspect currently, because I know we had to have a meeting with the AG at some point.
And then was attorney. I was like, I'll take it. What is going on?
Yeah, no, there's been a few things kind of happening recently. I'm not gonna lie. So that might be it. Kind of in the intermediate time.
So I just got to because I asked if to go to. I have a right to go to the bar council to become a judge. And then just said no for me. Well, that's fine. I'm going to the bar council. Even he has to have to go to the bar council. He denied me.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea.
I'm so fucking cute. That's what I said. Hey, I'll become an attorney. So obviously I got right there. And then he's like, "Well, okay, to the bar." And he's like, "No."
Yeah, I honestly don't know too much about that process. I will say the voices are really scuffed. My paralegal just had popped again too.
Yeah, it's the building. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to apply to become a judge. He just said. Yeah, I'm just gonna send up a prayer because this is just bullshit.
Hey, how's it going?
Very good. How you doing, Judge?
Doing
Is
pretty
there any way
good.
you could cancel your invoice to the DOJ?
Yes, yes.
And send it directly to me. Let me pay it
Yeah.
for you right now.
Perfect.
All
Yes,
right.
I sent it the other day because I had forgotten to do it, and then I hadn't been able to catch you. But I will send it to you right now.
Awesome. Alrighty. I'm in front of you. Do you want to speak with me? Come on.
Oh yeah. What do you want me to put as far as the information, like why I'm requesting it?
uh, I mean, like it's your pay, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think, yeah, I think you sent one. Did you send one? You sent 5,000 requests, right?
Well, yeah, you said in a while ago. Sorry, let me just put my phone away because it won't let me type in it. You said in the
Yeah.
judges
Oh,
chat one time to put a request in for $5,000, and I wasn't exactly sure what that was for. I'm not gonna lie.
that was. So I thought you had cases.
I had one, but it was I had already requested that, and I had gotten. I mean, the invoice eventually got paid, so I wasn't too.
I did.
I think so. I mean, I just put
I
in a
mean, hold
request for
on.
like 12.50, so I was confused. I wasn't sure if it was for something else.
Give me
I
1 second. Let me.
mean,
Let
I'm
me look at my
chilling.
notes because. Yeah, 1 second. Let me look at my notes because I know you. Hold on.
Like I know I've been doing like a lot of the like hiring and training, but I was like, I figured I'd just get hourly pay for that one. I don't mind.
Yeah, you did the Eve case, right?
Yeah, because I did that one
Stage
with
as Eve.
Fergie. So I was there for a couple
Yeah.
hours. I think I sent in an invoice for like 12.50 for that. Because I was like,
What?
I
Really?
technically wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't presiding over it. At least I thought I paid
I,
it. I thought I put
even if
something
you
on it.
weren't presiding over it, you did a lot of work, and all of because I requested payment from PD because they pay for all of those times for us. So I requested for payment for them, and they did 2 hours. Then and all your extra hours as well. I requested for the payment for that.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to all those cases and preparation and all that stuff. So yeah, that's why I said send 5,000. So it's part of
Gotcha.
your payment.
Okay.
You're entitled to it. Yeah,
Sounds good to me. I'll take it.
yeah. So send me the invoice direct. Cancel the one to the DOJ and send it to me directly. I'll pay it to you.
Give me one second. My phone's being a little funky.
I want to make sure that judges smile as well. You know.
Hell yeah. I do have hopefully is flying back in, but his head popped. I didn't want to interrupt your meeting, so I hadn't hired him on officially yet. But I started doing the tour while y'all were in the other room. Then his head popped, so hopefully he will be back shortly.
Can you cancel that ticket again and put in the
Yeah.
notes judges fees? Just put judges
Yes.
fees in it, so that way
Yes.
it's cumulative with everything. I think I've paid you. I've not paid Dave. I paid you. I paid Judge Carl.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think I paid you. Paid Judge Carl. I've not paid Judge David, but I paid Judge Giovanni. So I think that should be it. Just want to make sure you guys are, paid and appreciated. 1 second. Yeah, just trying to make sure I keep track. um, who is Walker? Somebody gave me their phone number. M. Walker. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I'm about to meet with somebody in the
Oh yeah.
DJ meeting. If you want to join in, that's good. I just think I want him to be on the same page with us. But I think if you want to join in, that'll be nice as well.
Oh,
Mrs.
sure.
Hurley, outside
Absolutely.
waiting for you.
Okay, I'll be there in a moment.
Okie dokie, thank you.
All right, Mr. Joshua, how you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. We got Judge Cassandra here with us.
We're going.
Hi.
So yeah, Joshua, I appreciate you taking the moment to apply with the DOJ specifically.
Mhm.
And as well as the reason why I want us to talk. Oh,
Hey, give me just a couple minutes. I'm just in a meeting real quick, and then I will be back. Actually, follow me this way. All right, wonderful. Give me just one moment. Bye. See you later. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was a little like having a character sense for sent for the nines. I know, I saw that. I was like, bro, that sucks. Yeah, his argue like stole. I looked at the docket and I was like, dang, like okay. And his interview was great. Like he was fantastic, and that's where I was just like, man, I hope he's like chill and like can really RP this out because like he would be great to have in the DOJ. Like I could see him being like another buck. As far as the clients and like, being great in the courtroom. And I was like, we need more people who are ready to get into the courtroom and do stuff like that. Because I think all the dockets right now are kind of all sorted. Like they're either waiting for payment or we're just kind of like waiting for the actual thing. So we're pretty much like, yeah, yeah. Which I'm kind of sad because I'm like, dang, like let me get in the courtroom, man. But yeah, I'm glad we cleared it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I mean the thing is like they can talk about it in city or whatever. I know like the main utilization for the tickets is to meet in city, to discuss it. And so if you meet in city and you're like, hey, I'm not ready to take this to court yet, just close the ticket. And come back when you actually need to put stuff in there. Like it really should all like it could all be done in city. If you're able to meet up in city is like the biggest thing. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I chatted with Kyle and City about it too, and he was like, "I didn't mean to." And I was like, "No, no, I was shocked because I asked him about this, and I swear to God, he said it. I was like, maybe I just like zoned out for a second and I misheard him, but I felt bad that he goes and talks to Kyle, and he's like, "I don't know what I'm doing," and I'm like, "Ah, shit," because I want to make sure that the people are ready to go and can actually like do the stuff. I want to make sure that they're confident, right? Like if they're confident and they don't know what they're doing, like we can fix that or whatever. But like I just want to make sure they feel good and can actually do stuff. I think they're trying to get a hold of you. They have to do it and practice it. Yeah. They just help them when they need it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah. Yeah. No, I like it. Oh, it gets, yeah, it's terrible. I try to go talk with them and just like let them know I'm a real person. You know, like I'm just like, hey, like I know you guys think that sometimes we're against each other, but we're not at all. Like one of the cops, I was just chatting with one of the cadets, and he was like, "Well, I guess we're kind of like not on this, like we're against each other in the courtroom." And I was like, "No, I'm a judge. I'm completely impartial. Like, what do you mean?" Like I was just like, chill. Like the DOJ is not against PD at all. We're just here to try to like. At the end of the day, I'm like, and I think that's something that I know is something that is it's just a different approach from PD versus because like on this character I used to do a ton of PD, and so like I know I was one of the most chill cops, and I was like promoted quickly just because I was very role play heavy. Like that is you try to have a good time, right? If someone is crashing out, you just get them through it and you keep them going through and you get them sentenced or whatever it is. And if someone is giving you good role play, give it right back and make it worth their while because you'll build good relationships. And I'm like, that's all we're trying to do here with the DOJ too. And so as long as you lean into that a little bit and just have fun with it, it's not a waste of time. It's great role play and everyone just like I crack up all the time when I am like when I'm interviewing, I usually am just sitting here laughing my ass off. I always tell them like, yeah, we'll just do a little role play scenario. I know some people find role play a little cringe, and it's so funny because half of them break and they're like, "Oh, what?" And I'm just like, we're all just here to have a good time, man. Like, uh... yeah, no, it's just a little fun, just so just make it a little bit like spicy, just so that it's not all serious, it's just a little playfulness. It's good. Yeah. 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 No problem. Yeah. Was I there yesterday? I can't remember. I know the earlier today. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, and I was kind of see how he does as like an attorney and how he interacts with people. No, because I thought the same thing. I was like, he's actually been great. He's been asking a lot of really good questions. He was actually asking a lot of the similar questions that Kyle was asking too, as far as like, well, what does this say in the penal code? This charge doesn't make sense. The speed limit isn't listed anywhere in the penal code. So what happens when someone's charged with speeding to the third degree and there's no speed limit posted? And he was like asking me these questions, and I was like, these are all very good questions. I don't have an answer for you. If it comes to court, then we would have a decision made. And he was like, yes, I know what I'm going to be working on. And I was like, do it, bro. Like, take this to court, make a case law out of it, right? Like this is it, right? Like this gives you, and that's what I told him. I'm like, if you have something that you want to take to court, no judge is going to tell you don't take it to court. If you think you have a way to argue it or a way to give good role play, like absolutely, we would love to see it. I'm never going to tell someone no, that's not worth it. If you think it's worth it, then do it. It's not going to be a waste of my time. If it ends up like being dismissed before it gets to court, then is what it is. But like, if you got an angle you want to take, go for it. And he seemed pretty down with that, so I was excited. I was like, we'll see how he does. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think so too. I think that'll be good. Yeah, no problem. I'm probably gonna fly out for a little bit, and I'll be back after storm. Yeah. All right, I will see you in a little bit. Okay, no problem. Bye. All right, I will be back. I will be back. Oh, I think you guys probably heard everything I was saying. Well, shit. That's fine. Bye bye.